Showtime. Got you performing like a band. I'm your number one fan. Showtime. Hanging with that backstage passing your love, your love, your love. Showtime. Let's make it spectacular, spectacular. Showtime. Baby, it's showtime.
All right, here we are. Listen, we got to get this out the way.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's get this foolishness out the way early.
Dedication, no days off. You gotta go get it, cause they ain't gonna give it to you. We never have our hand out. We had our plan out. We don't ever try to fit in, cause we already stand out. I am your host, Hollywood Mack, and I'm joined by my brother.
Word to your mother. Oh, hell no.
He said, that's a hard work pause. Yeah.
All right. Ty Robinson, Ty Lamar, T-Rock, Rock, or just, playing on T, whatever you want to call me. I'm here.
DJ King Shot, blessings.
I am the amazing Shawnee.
What makes you so amazing?
And we have my big good sis,
Hey,
Tiffany here with us today.
Yes.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Hello. Welcome.
Here we go.
She's a sister.
A girlfriend, a lover.
Yo, listen, we got a special guest today, man. Tell him who you is, man. Who you be?
Man, it's your boy Ali BLack, man. Winner of the first hip hop winner.
Hold on, you doing my job?
BMMCA
You doing my
Yes,
job?
go ahead.
award show. I have to do your job.
doing
Y'all
my
call
job.
me on the show. This is what I do.
Yay.
This is what I do.
Congratulations.
Y'all can find me on aliblackmusic.com or y'all can hit me up on any social media platform at The Butcher of Rap.
All right.
Yeah.
Niggas just
That's
coming
how
here
he
taking
won.
over the show.
That's how he won.
That's what we do?
He came prepared.
That's what we do. That's what you did the other day.
You
You
did
just
you dirty Duke.
Make sure y'all tune into the Vision Podcast, man.
you.
Vision Podcast 24 is where it's at. In a minute, I'm going to have this dude job.
Oh, wow.
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 all right. All right. Thank you for coming today.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't take interview is over. You gotta get out. Hell no. Hell no.
On the road tip, man. How was your weekend?
And my weekend was busy but blessed.
All right. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very eventful.
It was.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
All right. How was your weekend?
My weekend.
All right. How was your weekend?
Yo,
Don't do that to her.
I'm not telling you now.
No. I want to know your weekend.
Well, Tiffany graduated, and she had an awesome graduation party yesterday.
It was great.
It was
Thank
so
you.
pretty. I've never been that far downtown. But it was nice. It was a
Thank
very
you.
beautiful venue.
Thank you.
And
It
your
was
family
beautiful.
is awesome.
Thank you. It was a good time. I enjoyed it.
How was your weekend, homie?
Man, my weekend was great, bro. My weekend, matter of fact, starting from June 18th up into this weekend has been nothing but blessings. Nothing but blessings. Shout out to the man above, man.
All right. All right.
What about you?
Man, it was
Never mind. So, thanks for coming.
Very, very appreciative.
he was a brother.
All right. No, I had a great weekend though. You know what I'm saying? Word. We hung out, went to the tip party and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't get an invite to that.
Hey, yo, I wasn't
definitely
gonna say
came.
that, but I was definitely gonna say it. But I get it. It's racism, black. I get it.
Yeah, man.
Ah.
One thing I will say though, it's a pleasure to be on this podcast with both of these brothers. I grew up with both of these brothers.
sure.
I watched both of these brothers go through different facets of hip hop.
You just gonna keep doing my job.
Of course, man.
Can I interview you?
This is the reason why I don't get invited to podcasts. You should have read the memo.
I see. This is about to be real short.
I ain't
interview.
introduced this nigga. I don't know him.
All right. About to get the hell out of here, Ali BLack. No, I'm just playing. All right, man. So I don't know if you told me you didn't even subscribe. You just subscribed. Do you watch?
You gonna put that on a?
Yeah, I am. Word.
I mean,
I
So
just
listen,
subscribed.
you just subscribed. All right. So on here, we like to take it back to the very beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, like you said, I know you. We go all the way back to high school. You feel me?
Facts.
But for those who don't know you, because like this is my favorite part. Like I like doing this because it's like people that I do know. Every time they sit in that chair, I learn things about them that I didn't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that,
Okay.
that makes this job kind of fun for me. You feel me? I'm a journalist now, Ali.
Oh
Hey,
man.
You
Portia.
understand?
Man, amen, dog. Amen. Yes, man. Do everything.
Word.
He's wearing too many hats as
Come
is.
on,
So,
man.
if y'all looking for extra
Yeah.
podcasters,
All that.
there's other people on this show that want to get some airplay.
Yeah. Once I get my neck all the way back, I'm about to start exotic dancing too.
No, not
I'm sorry, what? You're going to be doing what?
I'm just joking, honey. I'm just joking.
I might be his manager, Tiff. Don't worry about it. I'll give you some bread. Don't worry about it.
Pause all the way across the board, man.
Nah, but so we're gonna take it back, man, to the very beginning, man. So what made you fall in love with hip hop?
Struggling.
You gotta give me the struggle, man. What was the struggle like for you growing up?
Growing up in the hood, shout out to the Fruit Belt. My mom was one of them people that moved every year. So I probably lived in every single neighborhood, went to every Buffalo public school. Yeah. That's how I know a lot of y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it was a struggle, man. Listening to the music helped me deal and cope with the pains that I was going through growing up. You know what I'm saying? My pops, you know, shout out to my dad. He had to do some time. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on when I was growing up. And you know, shout out to my grandparents and my uncles, Kid Code and Alan Code. I had a good support system once my father left. It was
we can't just skip by it. That's royalty right there.
Yeah, that's
hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's just music royalty, period, if you from the 716.
That's a
Those
fact.
names is iconic right there, man.
Super.
Yes, sir.
That's where I got my start at Kid Spot. You know what I'm saying? That's when I first knew I had a little something, you feel me? You know?
You gonna sit here and not promote your own album?
I mean, we gonna get, it's about you. It's Ali BLack Day.
You definitely gonna get to that.
It's Ali BLack Day, man.
You gonna catch me at my next show rocking a T-Rock t-shirt, straight up. That's how we rock.
Spandex.
No, pause.
No
Kill
pause.
that image. Don't even think of that. Don't even think of that.
So, young you, let's say, you know, 12 years old, what was you listening to at that time? Like, what was influencing you? Was it Run DMC? Was it LL Cool J?
When I was 12?
Yeah, around 12. What was you?
A long time ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I was listening to everybody. By my uncles being DJs.
Yeah, right.
Man, Curtis Blow, Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them. KRS-One, the real greats, the real pioneers, man. I was listening to all of them, and I was listening to them in style because they was scratching like a mug up under my grandmother's. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, rest in peace, she dealt with all of their noise. And they became real great at what they did. So it's like, you know, just hearing all of the greats in that fashion was dope. I was like drafted into hip hop, and they kind of brainwashed me after that. But you know, we'll get to that.
Does that influence like how you write and stuff?
Absolutely, man. Like one of my uncles is a DJ / super producer. He's produced music for, you know, DMX, Carl Thomas, Ashanti. Like he's done music for people that's out there. And then I got my other uncle who was the MC when I was younger, and he was also a DJ who's now still a DJ. That's DJ Alan Cole. He's known as the Superman DJ. So, you know, dealing with both of them, my Uncle Alan helped me write, and then it just took off from there. I'm like, yeah, this is where it's at.
I can tell because you don't sound like, you know,
the stuff that you was going up against.
Right.
We gonna get into all that.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna get into all that. So, so let me ask you this, man. You've been rapping a long time.
Long time,
right? So what keeps you inspired, man?
My children and living in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I still live in my community. I'm still around all my people. So when I do see people out here doing what they do, you know, it inspires me. It gives me, you know, that energy I need to go out there and just show them how it's done. And then I'm trying to give them that same push that I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Like a lot of people, they come out here, they do their shows and their performances and, you know, they push they merch and they do all of this and that. But a lot of people don't really try to sit back and try to help everybody else accumulate that fan base that they need. You know what I'm saying? This is Buffalo.
Facts.
And we trying to stick together, trying to get the whole world to notice that, you know, Buffalo should not be kept a secret.
Yeah.
Facts.
Word.
Whoever started that campaign, man, we gotta pull them up.
But
I ain't with that.
a lot of it was, you know, for a long time we was the unsigned city.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, the 7th, 3rd.
Shout out to DJ Shay.
But now we signed.
Shout out to
We've
DJ
been
Shay.
signed on the look, you know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, shout out to Grizel and all them for making it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
what it is. But
we said we was starting
we've
from
been
the
moving
beginning.
before that, though.
But you said we was starting from the beginning.
Yeah,
so let's
yeah,
start from the
yeah,
beginning.
let's start
Like
from the beginning.
Alan Cole and Kid Cole had a recording contract. They have a song out, and it's been out since back then.
Facts.
It's on. Y'all can look it up on any DSP or whatever you want to call them, man. It ain't nothing like hip hop music by Cold City Crew. That joint is still rocking to this day. When they play them at the old school, you know, hip hop joints.
What
and all
year
that.
was that?
Ooh, don't get me the lion, man. I was a shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was definitely, I'm not that old.
It was
Hip hop.
I am not that old. It was definitely in the 80s, though.
Yeah,
It had to be the 80s.
Yeah.
though. You know what I'm saying? And they was signed to,
remember that.
I think it might have been Tommy Boy, or they was signed to one of them labels that KRS-One was signed to at the time.
Yeah.
But, you know, people don't understand contracts, especially back then. People was definitely not understanding contracting. They weren't understanding the music business.
Right.
So, you know, people get jerked out of their talent.
Right. So the reason I asked you that, what keep you inspired, because, you know, a lot of people ask me the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, well, for me, you know, being that, you know, I was writing on a national level and all that, it was the money that was keeping me inspired. I ain't gonna hold
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? But, you know, far as me as an artist, I've always been independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as me as a songwriter, yeah, I did things, you know, got publishing deals and things of that nature. But, and that was purposely, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to always control my music. I wanted to always own my music. I always wanted to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it.
Absolutely.
So I'm asking you, you know, being that, you know, kid is your uncle and all of that, I'm pretty sure you probably had opportunities to get a deal, whatever the case may be. Did you want a deal, or did you want to just be, you know what I mean, independent? I always wanted to be independent.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I wanted to be independent.
Yeah.
But growing up under an uncle who is so multifaceted, he's always pressed for time. Like
Right.
family, we have to set schedules with this dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, he's always pressed for time. So it was actually him not recording me that gave me my drive.
Gotcha.
So we had a record label back in the day, 2001, Downtown Records.
Right, I
That
remember
was the
that.
first record label I was signed to.
Yeah, I
Shout out to
remember
Markel Curry, Shark, Cream, Ray Sell, Sean White, T Dunn, the whole camp, man. Rest in peace to all of the great ones, too, that started this. So it was just like, you know, back then, I was signed to a record label, but it wasn't because I wanted to be signed to a record label. I literally was signed to the record label because my uncle wouldn't record me.
Right.
And I was so ignorant to the process and how everything went. I saw a flyer with Cream on it. I said, oh, Buffalo got a rapper. That's what I'm talking about. Then I looked down and I said, wait a minute, produced by Kid Cole. I said, oh, he recording him, but he won't record me?
Right.
Yeah, okay. I got something for them. I called Downtown Records myself. Like, yo, man, put Cream on the phone.
Right.
And
So
Cream,
that
Cream
lit the
was
fire
cool.
up under you.
Yeah, Cream was cool though. Cream was cool. He put me on the line with some people that was able to help me in the management department, and they kind of pulled me into Downtown Records. So, you know, that was an experience. I went through artist development, a lot of things that these artists don't have now.
Say that again.
Artist development.
Need to bring that back.
Yeah,
They need to bring that back,
Yeah,
man.
man. That's the reason why my old behind is out here kicking y'all butts on these stages, man.
That's a
I'm
fact.
44 now?
That is
Yeah.
for real.
I'm
Stay in
44,
that
man.
competition, like that's. I'm gonna keep it real. That's why you won. Like you're good.
Appreciate you.
But in the other stuff mattered too on
Yes,
our
yes. The
checklist.
judging checklist.
Yeah.
The criteria
Yeah,
list.
you like that mattered.
Yo, I
So
got to
you
keep
can
it
tell.
real, man. So they had the grade. It was like 1 through 5, right? Like 5 being the highest, right?
Yes.
Was it 1 through 5?
Yeah.
Nigga, I put so many ones.
He
on people's
did.
papers.
Oh my god.
It was just one.
I'm looking over at
Yo.
the paper. I'm like,
Yo, I just
no,
yo
what
because
is happening?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and we got to go here. It's so important, and I'm glad you put on that master class. You know what I'm saying? The way you did, because I get. You know what I really hate about rappers? I'm talking to you guys.
There you go.
This here, yo.
Tread lightly.
Okay. Yup. Yup. Here we go. Yup. Before it's like it'd be like send me like just yo. Listen, we not doing that, man.
Right.
You know, you came out and just commanded the crowd, talked to them, got them engaged, and then I don't know what
I think if it had been younger people in the crowd too, he would have got more
Listen.
of a response.
Listen, I hate it.
Oh my.
Those performances. I can't even
He did.
articulate the H hard enough. It's just, I hated it, man.
did. He
It was
did.
horrible, man.
Such a strong
Yo, it
word.
was just
It's a
every
very
time you got
strong
on
word.
stage,
No,
pause.
no,
Every time you got on stage, I was like,
You ain't
yo.
get on no
But I
stage.
told you
If
that.
he could have gave zeros, he would have gave zeros.
And I
That's
would have
horrible.
got, yeah.
That's horrible.
I just wanted to
I
come on
never
my
give
paper up and
nobody
throw it.
zero.
That's what I wanted to do.
Oh
I wanted to
my
come on my
That's
paper
not-
up and throw it at the
that-
artist.
Hey, anybody that's watching this, that's not how you.
But it takes
don't ever judge like
takes
that, bro.
courage to get up
No.
there.
Don't ever judge like that.
Yeah, no,
bro.
you do judge.
Cause you can send somebody into a whole nother psychological. Now we see him
Guess
on
what?
Broadway on
Guess what? Guess what?
It's how you do it on this level. No, give them real, but don't be disrespectful.
Don't crush
I
their
wasn't
spirit.
disrespectful.
No,
Bro,
but
you
that's,
said you-
no,
if I
that's,
seen a
that's
zero,
that's
I
Todd's
can do so.
opinion.
Everybody gonna take that as motivation.
But that's Todd's opinion.
Listen,
Zero
it
is
didn't
cra-
have zeros. If it has zeros, I
You
would
said
have
you
had
would have
zeros.
did it.
He
That's, I
would've.
wanted to.
That's
but
wrong.
that's his opinion.
No, it
He
wasn't.
don't have to
Because
like
this
it.
is the real.
For me, I gave higher than 1s and 2s because it take a lot of courage to get up there on that stage.
Correct.
Even
It
though the
does.
audience was older and they couldn't understand nothing, it still takes a lot of courage to get up there and
And I
perform.
do. I'm not saying
And
it don't.
what stood out about Ali BLack was that
Don't say
he
nothing.
like
I'm
he
sick of this. Hold on,
commanded.
Shawnee, hold on. I'm sick of
I've
this.
been
nigga.
sick of you.
You wanna know why I'm
I
sick
let
of
you
this
talk
nigga
for
here?
a minute. Now I'm like,
This
you doing
nigga
too
got
much
so
now.
much to say. He didn't even show up to the event.
I had another event.
Shut up.
I had another.
No.
And you didn't perform. You
listen.
talking all this. Where
Guess
your
what?
performance
I
at?
judged it.
Excuse
Where's
me.
your performance
Excuse
at?
me.
Judged it.
Excuse
All
me.
right, keep judging. Keep
Time out,
judging.
time out.
little
go ahead.
I'm about to
uncomfortable.
finish.
Go ahead.
What stood out from him is
Get your
that
hand from around me,
you can
man.
you can
Pause. Get
hear
your hand
his
from around me.
lyrics. I'm talking.
All right, I'm just saying he had his hand on me. I
Okay.
like it.
You can hear his lyrics.
Yeah, for sure.
You can understand everything he said in his
Yeah,
raps.
right.
He was talking about something in his raps. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't sound like, Migos, skirt, skirt, all that. And you know what I'm saying? And the music, the beats were good. So, I mean, I understood everybody, got up there and, gave it their best. That's why I didn't give everybody like
Okay.
ones.
And I didn't give every like I said,
You
the
didn't,
top
but
three.
if you
the
coulda.
top three.
Thank you. That's a.
No, a lot
top
of the
three,
rappers,
yeah.
yes. I wish I could have
Right.
gave negative zero.
Yes.
Oh my
Yo.
But
word.
I'm just hold on. Let me just be real though. Let me just be real. But the singer dude,
Yeah.
even though his music was messed up, I love the way he
He-
Tried to shine to
The
time.
you know what I'm
acapella.
saying?
He came,
He can't.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't-
I
he
really
didn't quit.
I really
Yep.
love that about him. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Shout
He
out
had
to
no
Sean
quitting.
2 times,
Yeah.
man.
He did his
Word.
thing.
Times,
That's
yeah.
family.
He did his thing.
You said
And
the band picked up.
yeah, the one joint. So I
Word.
would,
That was
yeah. Yo, listen. And old girl, the tall, she was like 7 feet
Oh,
tall.
Ashley Gray.
Ashley
Yeah,
G, man.
yeah.
Shout out to Ashley Gary, man.
Yeah. She definitely looked like she.
Yeah, she give a good weed ride in the car with the sunroof open,
Absolutely.
Vibe. Her
Yeah.
vibe is dope.
having a
Absolutely.
great night
Yeah.
Absolutely.
vibe.
Yeah.
Like she did.
Slash
good.
WNBA. Like she could,
She played basketball.
Okay, yeah, I kind of sense that.
She'll dunk on you.
I
And,
believe it,
and
I
your knee
believe
is
it.
bad right
I
now,
believe
so
it. But she can really sing though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The vocal
Ashley very
ability.
talented,
As a
man.
matter of fact, she was doper than the special guest that they had. I thought
was
I
so
did.
good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought so too.
I couldn't take her. I thought she was a part of the.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying.
I just.
Hold on.
I was a
Who's the
judge.
guest?
Can I get my critiques?
You can.
Damn.
You can, Simon Caldwell.
Yeah, hated it.
Oh my! Who was the?
Men
who
on
was the
film,
guest?
hated it.
who was the guest?
Yo, who was the guest? Though?
I don't know.
Super
She was an R&B singer.
Her name was Jazz. What was her name?
Something.
Oh, you talking about Jazzy?
You talking about Jared from the Falls?
Yeah.
She was.
Jazzy from the
Yeah.
Falls.
She was from the fall.
Yeah.
The special guest.
Shout out to the Niagara Falls,
I mean,
man.
That's the homie. That you
Listen,
said.
I'm-
It's you okay?
Nah,
he's
I just
an
gotta keep
R&B
it. Hold on.
songwriter,
Before y'all.
She had this to do with us, man. Shout out to her.
Listen. You have to be. Listen, when we came up, if you
Yeah.
couldn't rap, you couldn't get no cipher. Real
that's a
talk.
fact.
And if you couldn't rap, you was told right then and there, you suck.
That's a
you
fact.
don't rap no more.
That's a fact.
If you couldn't sing, you was told that, bro. You had to listen. Try to go up in Kid Cole's spot singing crazy.
Okay,
or
cuz.
tone deaf. Okay, cuz, that's enough.
Okay, cuz,
Get
that's
up out
enough
of
for
there.
you, cuz.
That's what he gonna say.
So are you saying Jazzy can't sing?
No.
You said you being
It
real.
wasn't-
I'm gonna put it
wasn't
on
the
the.
best
let me-
performance,
I wanna
but
know
the
too.
record sounds good.
The record wasn't bad.
Okay.
The record sounds
It was a
good.
lot of pitchiness. It was pitchy. It was
Okay.
very pitchy.
Pitchy.
Yeah.
She's actually doing numbers on her
I'm not-
streams, though.
because the record sounds good. I listened to it.
Listen, the song wasn't bad.
The
Right.
record
Maybe
is
she
good.
just had a bad night. It happens to the best
I'm
of
not
us.
saying it couldn't have been.
But from
She killed.
Todd's
She doing her
ear,
thing. She-
I
and
But
she
if you
always
get
ask
what
said.
me
Todd
from a
said.
critique,
Always.
if you ask me to critique, and that's what they asked
Yeah.
me to do. They said
Right.
critique
Right.
what was up
Keep it
there.
real. Yeah,
So
no.
I'm just listening, and it just wasn't.
But you can
know.
critique without crushing someone's spirit.
I didn't. I'm just saying right now. I'm just-
She gonna
there-
catch you, bro. She gonna step on your toes. She
There's
gonna be
a
like,
way
for
to
real,
do
you
it.
said all of that?
There's
Listen,
a way to do
Nigga,
it.
your knee.
But
Jazzy definitely when she
I
sees you.
hear what y'all saying. If anybody grew up in church and sang, you really got critiqued.
Yup.
Not no more.
And back in the day.
Nah,
not
they
anymore.
let
Anybody can get up there and sing.
Anybody can
But
sing.
back
They
in the
don't
day,
You
when
said-
you
what's
got
her
up
name?
to
You
sing
said-
a solo,
Jazzy.
This ain't this is not a personal attack.
Right.
All I'm saying is that when you do get up on stage, you just got to make sure that the notes are noting. That's all. The song was cool. And Shawnee, You said it too.
I just said the record. Like I listened to the record after we because I never heard of her. So I went. Okay. I listened to the record after we left.
Don't have me on the island by myself.
I'm not gonna have you on the island.
Have you on the island by myself?
No,
like I'm trying to attack
I just
her.
said from your ear because you worked in music. Your ear is going to be different than everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm judging it from that standpoint.
No, I get what you're saying 1,000%.
Not trying to be me.
No, that's why I said the record to me is great. Like I will download that and play that in my car.
Yeah.
Like I like the record.
Yeah.
Right.
She got
But
it
you
like
didn't
a
like it
girl.
live.
She like a girl like anthem kind of like.
Yeah.
So I mean,
She definitely is.
Yeah, I like the record.
Very good way to put it.
The performance, but the performance was
What?
Mediocre?
Say it.
You didn't like
Say it. Say it. And to be truthful.
If you heard the track before her, how would you feel? Like you heard the track, ooh, and then you see her like
You seen her deliver the track that you said you like so much, and you.
So this is from like if I would have heard her first, I probably wouldn't have
got the track.
heard the song. I mean, got the song, but
say what you feel.
I listened.
Say
to
what
it.
you mean.
Why are you doing that?
No,
It
probably wasn't her best. Maybe she didn't think she had to give her best
Okay.
because
Like I said, everybody has a bad night.
we was just, it was an older crowd. Like, a lot of factors could came into play for her to have an off night. Like, I'm not going to crush her. I can't sing, but in my car, do you understand who I am in my car?
Hold on, listen, hold on. So what
Car
I'm saying is
concerts are
crushing,
best.
or am I just critiquing?
You have a musical ear. You are in music.
Yeah. So I'm just critiquing. I'm not trying to crush.
I'm a New Edition fan, okay? I listen to New
Yeah.
Edition and Chris Brown, heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm an R&B, like, I like R&B. I like
so
what I
let
like.
me ask you, being that you won the competition, right? Mm-hmm. Being that you a seasoned vet at this, what did you feel about the competition you was up against? Honestly.
The
What did you-
competition was dope. The only thing I feel like, honestly, was it wasn't promoted well.
Okay.
So some of the real talent that really, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the artists that performed because I really feel like those were some good artists. But there are also other artists that I feel like should have been involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo has a lot more talent, you know what I'm saying? And the artists that showed up, they did the best that they could do, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciated all of them because all of them was dope as, you know what I'm saying? Backstage, it was energy, it was love. Like, wasn't nobody hating on each other. We was bigging each other up and, yo, bro, next time you go out there, give them more energy. Like, we was hyping each other up.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So it was more of a, even though we were competing against each other, we was really showing Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? This is really how we go. And I be trying to tell people all the time, when we go out of town, when we do these shows, they don't care that you're from this faction and you're from this faction. They want to know, yo, who killed that show last night?
Right.
Oh, them dudes from Buffalo.
Right.
That's all they gonna say. They don't. They
And
don't care if
again,
you from
I
who
think
or
it would have
whatever.
been more energy for all y'all if it was a younger crowd.
Yeah.
That too. I mean, but see, that also goes in with my artist development. See, I knew from the gate, okay, I'm going to a radio station contest. So I'm going to give them radio material.
Yeah.
And the material that I'm going to give them is going to be so universal that I don't care what age range you put me in front of.
They'll be able to
I'm
connect to
a
it.
rock 'em.
Yeah.
That's
You know
all
what I'm
that
saying?
matters.
I'm gonna rock them.
Yeah.
I got to be able to rock them from 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy. That's how
Right,
we go.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So for the people that were in the contest, they were a little like thrown back when we
Right.
saw all them women walking in and all the
Yeah.
dudes walking in. They had on
the
church
church
clothes.
folks.
We was like, oh.
Oh, wow.
The one dude looked at me. He said, "Oh man, I shouldn't have did that lyrical joint. They ain't even gonna like that. They ain't even gonna understand it."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we get it. It's an older crowd, but
Yeah.
you have to be prepared for things like that,
That's right.
especially
Yeah.
when we're dealing with radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And WUFO, shout out to Sheila Brown.
WFO, not
You know what I'm
WUFO.
saying?
Yeah.
WUFO, shout out to Sheila Brown, man. She
Shout out
is
to
the
her.
truth.
Yes.
But
I love her.
coming from, the WUFO background, if you know that station, they're not
Yeah.
really into hip hop. They play R&B, they play, gospel, they play the old
play hip-hop
schools,
'cause
you
I'm
know
on
what saying?
there.
Now, they play hip hop because we got brothers like King Shad on there. I'm the first hip hop artist to win the contest. So
Right.
Sheila Brown said that I'm forcing her to have to do something with hip hop.
did say
And
that.
you know what I'm saying? It's cool because it's opening that door for us now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's no reason why people shouldn't be able to step up to the occasion. If she's telling everybody, I'm
Yeah.
willing to play y'all music now,
Yeah.
we should have something for her.
Yeah.
Not, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna take out these curse words and these N words. No, we need to really start grafting these words
Yeah.
and these songs from the root of knowing, yo, this is what I'm doing this for. I'm doing
Yeah.
this for radio. When I wrote the songs I performed, they
Yeah.
were written for radio. I wrote them specifically because I knew I'm gonna touch a certain crowd with this, a certain
Right.
fan base, and people don't understand targeting your markets.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that was involved, man. But at the end of the day, we got to be more prepared for the things that we getting ourselves into.
Facts.
And when, people lose, we should still show that same love. Every time somebody got announced as a winner on that show, it was hugs.
It was.
You saw Ashley go hug. She was third place. Ashley hugged everybody on the lineup.
Right.
Yeah.
I hugged everybody on the lineup.
Right.
Shout out again to Sean 2 times. He hugged everybody on the lineup.
Right.
Like, even the people that didn't win, they were hugging.
Yeah.
I kissed somebody baby on stage. I didn't even know.
But he
Shout
was
out to
good
that
though.
artist.
The guy who was holding the baby, he was good too.
He was
Yeah.
But shout out to
Will.
that artist. I don't know who baby that was, but you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I like to set the examples and set the standards without sitting there having to try to drill it in their heads. I shouldn't have to talk to y'all. So
Right.
since I'm a little older,
Right.
it's a lead by example thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody looked at me when I first started coming back out rapping. They're like, yo, he's a little older. This dude is dated, da-da-da-da-da. So now I'm doing this whole new project I'm putting out right now is I'm doing my music over y'all beats.
Yeah.
I'm taking y'all drill. I'm taking y'all, what is that jerk drill they got out
No
now?
idea.
Like, it's all these different, I'm doing research. Like, oh, this is what's popping?
Same.
They love this in Jersey. Oh, I'm about to smoke this.
Right.
And I'm trying to cross over all of those boundaries to where the young, crowd doesn't continuously look at the old heads like we dinosaurs. Like, I'm gonna get on your beats. I'm gonna spank you on your own song. So now what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't like doing features with me, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
All right. So let me.
Hold on before you jump in. Let me jump in there. So,
King shot.
and I definitely agree with what you mostly said. I want to say this as far as being in the radio for 7 years and coming from the background of it.
Vet status.
The thing with Sheila is this. It don't even matter if she had radio stations that will play more R&B or old school, whatever. It's really about the message and how you come off and how they can market you. Mm-hmm. I think that what people don't understand is you could have a great voice and all that, but you're not marketable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't always mean in look. It means in what you say. It's like, where am I going to place you at? Because when you're dealing with millions of dollars, it's a different conversation.
Absolutely.
When Sheila walking in the room, she in seeing spots where people got heck of money who can make something move, and they saying, okay, I like Ali BLack. Okay, I like it. Okay, I hear this dude. He got songs that can do this. Do he got songs? Do he sound like this? Like, this is the conversation. Yeah. So for us, it's like everybody feel like they talented, though.
Right.
Everybody feel like you it. And that's the problem. You ain't taking the time. You didn't go to the whole classes of, like he said, artist development, knowing who you to go. Because once you know that and you confident in your music, it don't matter where you go. You can go gospel, jazz. Yep. It don't matter. You can say, yeah, I know this event. I've had to do the job. The Jazz Fest. They don't want to hear hip hop. I'm telling you.
Fact.
But if you throw it over a nice beat with some words and things that they connect to, you learn that in time. That's why I be trying to tell y'all new artists. You don't have to come in like you're the best. Just come in confident and willing to learn. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, it's mad talented people who don't have a deal. It's a whole bunch of them. Mm-hmm. Because it's how you move when you get in there. What are you listening to? What are you understanding? Where are you projecting? Like, those things matter to people. Because when they see you, I don't care what your age is, what you look like. That's over now because the record labels are not as powerful as they was at one time.
Fact.
It's really all about who you starting with here. You get this, like, if you tell a label, listen, man, I can get 100 people right now to come out for me and pay $50 to show up for me. That's something. That's power. It's really the followers. Mm-hmm. Who can you attract? And once you get them there, what are you presenting? You know what I'm saying? And, and the thing with Black was the whole time, if I didn't know Black and I seen him and I was there chilling, he looked like an MC all day. I'd be like, he rapping or something. He got to be some type of somebody that I feel I need to know.
That was another thing.
A lot of y'all just come in there any type of way. It's like...
No, see, you missed it. You missed it. Yeah. So
I seen it online. I know him for a long time. I know how he come.
No. Some people look like they just rolled out of bed.
No, I seen it online. I seen it already.
Oh,
and it looked horrible.
Yeah, so we had to judge on that too. We had to judge on like their appearance and stuff. So
believability and things of that nature. Yeah.
So that was crazy.
So let me just clear up some things, man, because I don't want people to think I'm just the angry dude. You know what I mean?
You are.
I'm not. let me just be real quick. Okay, listen. I'm from Buffalo, like y'all from Buffalo, right? So doing music, I wanted to do music on a high level. You know what I'm saying? That was always my dream. That was always my thing, right?
Right.
So, but in doing that, I had to go to these bigger markets to really see what was out there, right? Because when you nice in your city, like you could be the best in your city, but you a big fish in a small pond, right?
whole fact.
So boom. So when you go to LA, when you go to New York, you go to ATL, and you start sitting in these rooms, and you start going in these meetings, and they start playing you other artists, and you start hearing how your record's supposed to sound mixed and mastered, when you really sound what other songwriters is doing, and then you be like, man, I was the man at home, because I mean, it don't really take much to really, like, if you nice, it don't really take much to stand out. It's almost like that dude that's nice at Delaware on the court. He killing it, but put him in the NBA tryout.
It's different.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's different. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, what I'm saying may sound a little harsh, but these are the conversations, because you rather hear it like this right now than go somewhere thinking you prepared, playing your music in a cat like Conrad, you know what I'm saying, or a cat like, Andre Harrell at the time, whatever case, come in the room and be like, what is this? That it's not mixed right. The background vocals is off. You sound pitchy. You don't want to get to because you're not gonna get. It's hard to get those opportunities.
True.
So when you step in that room, you got to be over prepared for your opportunity.
Of course.
You feel me? So that's why I'm saying this the way I'm saying this. Like, you rather hear it now, harsh and hard, because I'm telling you, every time I heard a no or something didn't go my way, I got tough skin. You got to have tough skin in this business. Because if you don't have tough skin, when you hear a no, when you think you should have heard a yes, every time I heard a no, it made me just want to go harder and get better.
Right.
You feel me? So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to challenge, because a lot of times we think we better than what we really are. You feel me? And to get to great, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to get to a certain level. You don't do this just to be mediocre. You do this because you want to be great.
Of course.
You're trying to achieve some kind of greatness.
Of course.
And it ain't about being the best. It's about being the best you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I learned that, like, when I was young, I was like, oh, I want to be the best. I want to be, but ain't no such thing, because it's all opinionated. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, what I learned is I got to be the best me. There's somebody out that can out sing me, of course. There's somebody that can outdo this jump. If you're a ball player, somebody can jump higher, somebody can dribble better. That's just. But what you got to do is work on your own personal skill set and become the best you could be. So when you step out in front of these people, you could be confident. And that's one thing I liked about the young boy who his music got messed up, is that he had a confidence.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't stop.
He
You
always
feel
like
me?
He didn't stop. When
And
that
that's-
music didn't play,
I'm gonna be honest with
forget
you.
it.
That's gonna
Kept it
take him
moving.
far.
It
Yeah.
is.
That's gonna take him real far. Because most kids, how old is he?
He was like 22.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even myself at that age, I probably would have been like, man, I ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, my music messed up. I can't really get
But he rock mad stages too, so he got a lot of experience.
Yeah,
experience.
Yeah,
So you gotta. So even with everything you saying,
Yeah.
it's like, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter's like me. She hears, she see it. But I have another daughter where she has to read it to get it.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is, even when we doing that type of judging thing, trying to understand the moment. Okay, I could say something to Ali BLack. We've had mad back and forth, but I understand what he went through. So his training ain't the same training as these boys.
That's a
So
fact.
He
Right.
get it. He didn't get what we saying. We
Right.
come from a different cloth.
Right. That's a
they
fact.
not like that.
Yeah.
Everything for them is sensitive. They microwave
Yeah.
to get it. So
That's
you
right.
have
That
to
don't mean he got to
speak in it.
censor himself because.
But if you want them to accept it and grow, you have to censor yourself.
Well,
see,
either they're going to
if that's
grow
the
or
case,
not.
I can cuss on radio and I can't.
But he can't take back his opinion just
I'm not
because
saying
somebody.
that. I'm just saying you just gotta watch how you approach it, because there's so many people. For example, like last time Tiffany was on here, somebody made a comment about her. Oh, you look good from the neck up. It made her feel away. So you say, yeah, your nose ain't that
Yeah,
good.
but,
Hold up,
but
hold up,
he,
hold up,
but
hold
he,
up.
but he
Chime-
loved all of
chime in.
her.
It's not that was
So,
true, bro. You wasn't.
F
No, I
that
get it. I
dude.
get it. But chiming in, she don't neck up.
Yeah.
Did y'all not show the rest of her?
But
on
that's
this?
what I'm
But
saying.
that's
though.
what I'm saying.
I went to
but
school with
somebody
Tiff.
loves
No,
her.
this is
I went to school with
her
Tiff. Tiff been fine since 6th grade. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say.
Right.
And
So
she
what I'm
always
saying
been
is,
dope.
Listen, but so what we saying is, but that affected her for the long run. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he got a sugar coat. I'm
Right.
just saying it just has to be a way you say it, like she said, because
Right.
you can knock somebody off their whole dream.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that, and that's the problem. And that's the problem with us as people. We so disrespectful. We want to just like, first of all, to me, and I'm gonna be real honest as I can.
Go ahead.
This man got hit singles up here.
Period.
So if somebody said this, that, and the third, he wrote hit songs. Nobody else up here wrote hit songs.
Right.
All right, then. So nobody else has his longevity in the game. I'm talking about on big stages, can control. Like, so when certain people say stuff, it hit different. It's stuff that Kid Cole can say that it don't. So that's what I'm saying also in there too. So it's just be in your pocket that you're in and be careful. And if somebody say, okay, well, I can't sing and then we'll get up here and sing. Well, I don't sing. I don't rap. Like that's why basketball players got podcasts now. Football they was sick of people just talking crazy. Like you don't even play the game. Right. So I just think that it's just on how it just.
But everybody ain't gonna like Ty's music.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. But it's cool. Because he's been in this game so long.
Regardless if he was in there or not, it's about your ear.
It's not a regardless.
It is. It's about your ear, what you like.
Right. And what I learned.
And I don't even. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even listen to rap. I like old rappers. I don't know nothing about these new rappers.
Right. But he had clarity.
But I knew that he had something because of how he presented himself when he came out.
Exactly. But he got it from tough cut. Right. He comes from a different cloth though. We not in this in 2025. Right. The music ain't even the same.
No.
These people since they kill themselves. Right. You'll feel bad if you said something bad about this one of the singers and they kill themselves because something you said.
And this is what I learned too.
That's what I learned too.
Everybody not gonna like your music, of course.
Of course.
But it's a percentage game because if more people like it than hate it, then you won.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's all it's really about. It's because it's all.
You
subjective.
just need the people who like you.
That's
the hell with everybody else.
That's
and
it.
Also, I want to chime in and say with what you just said. As far as the percentages go, a lot of these people in Buffalo can't see outside of the bubble.
Right.
They base everything that they do on what the standards of this city is. So I've written raps, and all of my raps, I'm bigging the city up.
Right.
I say some raunchy stuff about certain things, and it's people from the town who take it like I'm talking about y'all, and I'm like, y'all not even on my radar. Like, not downing anybody in the town. I love my city. I love their talent. Right. But y'all not on my radar in terms of who I should be comparing or rapping about. Like, at the end of the day, I'm listening to Nas. I'm listening to Hove. I'm listening to X and Pac. And I'm listening to all these great rappers who've made millions off of their money. And I'm trying to compare what am I doing wrong?
Right.
Compared to what they're doing. Because those are the ones that's successful. The people in your neighborhood, they might be nice, but don't compare your music to them because now you're stuck inside the Buffalo bubble where everybody is only thinking about what the next person is doing, and that breeds hatred. That breeds envy. Those are the things that we shouldn't have if our horizons were broadened and we were actually looking at the people who are our competition. The people that are our competition are the people that the record labels are putting all this money behind.
Exactly. But it's hard to say that if this home around who I see. If I only know talent shows, if I'm not talking, if nobody put me onto the game of how to get in the game.
Facts.
I don't even know. Just like, I gotta feel like I'm better than this. I go over here and they say this one better, this one better. It make you feel away.
Facts.
So it's like, until you broaden out, like you said, you can't tell me to broaden my horizons. This is all I know.
Okay, but I gotta say this, and this is why, you know what I'm saying, I respect you so much. You know what I'm saying? That's why you here, and that's why we created this platform as well. So, because we came up in a time where we had, I always say, we had DT, right? We had Late Night Noise, right?
Shout out to DT.
We had, you know, the radio station really fooled with the exclusive talent. Really you know what I'm saying? So we did, you know, I used to get the chance to open up at Unity Day at Darien Lake. I got a chance to, you know, open up. I was like 16 years old, opening up for major acts coming through Jasmine's. You know, me, Dave, Adam, you know, doing that. I was too young to even drink. I wasn't even supposed to be in there, but we had those opportunities. So that's why this platform is important. That's why you at the radio is important, because you be letting the artists come up there and showcase their music. And they get a chance to now sit there, talk to you, get interviewed, get their music heard, and also get a chance to hear what real music sound like. And they getting that whole experience. And then I come up there and be vibing, you know what I'm saying? And I put my little 2 cents and let them know what they, because it is some great talent here. Don't get me wrong. You know, I know I sound like the angry man, but it is some artists here I do respect. I think, like I said about a lot of artists that came up to the joint, I was like, yo, homie is really dope, can really sing, but this is another thing. You got to write songs and make music that people remember. Like, I can play a song that I wrote 15 years ago, and it sound like I just recorded it today. You feel me? Here. Because I don't write from a place of trying to compete with this one is doing, that one doing. I found a pocket of who I am. You understand? Right. So I believe that music can live forever once you. Because I never
That
was
came with time and success.
right, and I never was the type of artist. I would love to tell these young artists, stop trying to just chase trends, like right from here. You know what I'm
You become
saying?
a trendsetter when you
Exactly.
build it.
When
from
you
a
write
pure
from your
place.
heart and you make music from your heart, it never dies. You know what I'm saying? But if you just, it's a new dance craze came out. Let me write a song about that. This is a new saying. Let me. Those songs are here today, gone tonight. You know what I'm saying? All the artists that I grew up loving, you know, the Stevie Wonders, the Baby Faces, you know, all these artists are legacy acts. And that's what you want to be. If you really want to do this, you want to be somebody that people remember.
Facts.
Not nobody that people forget. You feel me? So, you know what I mean?
This is cookie cutter time.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, what you talking about the rest? You basing it off of what you say I was doing? Off the essence, what you say I'm saying this Eric, I'm saying Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but
You was in the time.
we gonna get into that.
I'm
We
still
about to get into
trying
that.
to.
We
I'm
about
still
get
trying
into
to
that.
duplicate the energy Michael Jackson brought to the stage, bro.
But it's dedication.
But this is what I try to tell them. That energy, this is what people got to understand, will never be duplicated again.
Excuse me, Chris
You wanna know
Brown
why, though?
is almost there.
It's not.
Absolutely
He's
not.
not.
Y'all
He's
not
not.
gonna tell me- y'all
Never.
not
No,
gonna
he
tell
not.
me
Had this
different.
argument.
No, he not.
And
Because
yo,
if he
listen.
touches me or looks at me when
That's
I go
you.
to the concert
You're
in August,
confused.
I'm going to faint.
If you put Michael, if you
Fainting
put
I'm going
is
to,
one
I'm
thing.
going to
Ending
faint.
up where you
just
need
like
ambulance.
all of
you
the
said you
other
put
fans
Michael over.
that
You
came-
put Chris over Michael.
I don't put him over Michael.
Okay, that's all I care
All
about.
right,
I
this
care
is
about
a good
touchdown.
segue.
I
Now
don't
now
put
we-
Chris
we-
over Michael, but
Where
I
you
put
putting
Chris
him at?
right.
Right there.
Where you
Okay.
put Chris Brown
Son
at?
status. This is
Where
my
I put
son.
Chris Brown.
So
Where you put Chris Brown at?
I don't
I
put
think
him where
he's
Michael
up
at.
there.
Thank you.
So
Mike?
let me
I
say,
definitely don't
Chris.
put him where Michael
Chris
at.
is
yeah.
I do.
He's an all around artist.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
He is.
He is.
But until he has ambulances
You sound like
I'm
it.
gonna tell y'all why y'all wrong.
Have y'all
Y'all
ever
wrong.
been?
I'm
Have
gonna
y'all
break
ever
down why
been?
y'all wrong.
My brother brought Chris Brown here first at Unity
don't
Day.
care about
So when
Unity
I first,
Day.
yes,
I'm
no,
talking
it do
about
matter.
today.
I can speak.
I'm
You
ta-
can't.
I'm talking
I
about
have to pay me tickets. You did.
2025.
Okay.
I
So
did.
when
I
he
paid a
came,
pretty- I
Chris
paid-
Brown
I
was
paid a
16
pretty
years
penny,
old.
too.
He had Gimme That. He had Yo. We didn't know these songs.
I've seen
and
him
I seen this man at
then.
16. I'm like, yo, he was doing no hand. Y'all know them stages here in
I've seen
Buffalo.
him then.
Listen.
It's shaky.
I've seen him
This
then.
man was flipping off the
King
I've
shot.
seen him there.
King shot. Just because you're yelling doesn't
No,
mean
don't
you're
do
right.
that. Don't do that.
You're wrong.
I'm completely right, bro.
So I'm gonna break this down.
No, don't
'cause
break
you're
nothing
wrong.
now. I'm telling you, the
I've
man was
seen him
talented.
there.
I don't
but
give
he
a
wasn't
damn.
Michael
What you
Jackson.
talking
That's my
about? I
point.
don't care.
Little Michael, grown Michael.
Uh-huh.
It don't matter,
Little
bro.
Michael
Listen,
didn't
I'm-
flip like
Yo,
that.
Little Michael had presence, and he still wasn't who Chris Brown was, and Michael Jackson was. You
Let me
cannot
know when you're
compare
done.
the two.
Let me know when you're done, so I
can.
can talk.
I ain't done. So, anyways,
man. Yo, I'm gonna
I
tell you why
can.
y'all wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why.
All right, go ahead.
All right, listen. Here it is. Chris Brown is the most talented human being I think ever created. I'm gonna tell you why.
I agree.
Now listen, I'm gonna break down why you can't compare eras. This is why it's stupid.
Well, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
dumb.
Correct.
Because
true.
Yeah.
Mike came up in a time where there was no internet.
Yep,
Right?
that's
The
true.
mystique
Right.
of artists were totally different. That's why
Yep.
niggas was dying at the concerts. This nigga could just stand there for 20 minutes.
That's
still-
And
still
that's
go
with his
today.
sunglasses
That's
and
me.
niggas is dead.
That's
the
me
whole
right-
the whole
that's me
first
right
8
now.
rows
That's
is
me
right
right
Chris Brown
now.
got social
Right.
media help.
Okay,
No
hold
one's
on.
doing that.
Now let's
Yeah.
do this. Hold on.
What you talking about?
If you take Chris Brown,
Yes.
I'm talking about the same Chris Brown.
Okay.
With the same dancing ability.
Okay.
The same ability that he got right now. You put him, you throw him back in Mike era,
Okay. You think you'd be better
the
than
whole
Mike?
stadium be dead.
Wait a minute.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute.
I'm about to break
Go
it
ahead.
down.
Finish your statement.
I'm about to break it down.
No.
Chris Brown is a better dancer than Michael Jackson. For sure.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
He's a better. Hold on.
It's different genres. It's different time
Are you
eras of
in it?
dance.
Listen, I'm going to give you your
I ain't
time,
black,
Ali.
kill.
You're a guest here, Ali. Relax. All right? Give me my floor, Ali. Listen.
We fire landlords for shit like this.
Listen. He's a better dancer than Michael Jackson. He's a better. I'm going to say he's
I
a
just
better
saw 1,000
singer.
subscribers go the other way.
Listen, it's
57.
okay.
Oh, my
He's a
goodness.
better singer. He writes his own songs.
That, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta give him that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He produces his own music videos.
Yeah, you do.
The nigga can draw.
Yeah.
I'm talking
The
about
nigga
great.
can play basketball.
hoop. Yep.
The nigga can rap.
Yeah.
The nigga's just he's
That
he's
freestyle is crazy.
He's an all around
He can
more
act.
talented human being
That's
than
what I
Mike.
was trying to
This
say.
is
Because
Agreed,
this is
man.
what it is.
That's
It's just
what I was
like
trying to
this.
say.
I'm
It's
Michael
just like
Jackson,
everything
bro.
evolves. You have Mike, that
Right.
birthed Usher, that and then that birthed
Yeah.
Chris Brown, right?
Right.
Okay, we I hate this argument. This really pisses me off.
But aren't the kids
'Cause hold
supposed
on.
to surpass the parents?
Right. That's
This-
what I
this
said.
what you trying to
son.
say.
That's what I said.
But this is what I'm
son.
saying. When
Go
Mike
ahead.
was popping, it was a lot less things that you could be known for.
And it was
Him playing
icons.
basketball
No,
ain't
that's
had
what
nothing to do.
Ty just
Prince can
said.
play basketball.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Prince because Prince
Who
was
is
more
Chris
talented than
Brown
Michael
going
Jackson.
I'm
against
just
right
pointing
now?
out.
Prince
I'm
was
just
more
pointing-
talented than Michael Jackson.
We ain't having that. We ain't having that
Brown
conversation.
going against right now on the air, on the airs? Who is Chris Brown
Nobody.
going against?
Nobody.
Chris Brown.
Michael Jackson had icons. He had to go. I mean, he had icons.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But let's
Not
go
the
back.
same, bro. Not the same
Let's
conversation.
go back to what I
This
said.
is my argument. This is my
It's a
argument.
different
Hold on.
era.
It's a
This is my
different era.
argument.
It's a
different era.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's a different era,
picking
bro.
away.
It's a different era. Yes, just like basketball, people be like,
What
"Yo,
song do Chris Brown got that you could play at? I'm talking about from 80 to 8 years old that everybody knows the song.
Take you down.
They do not. That's cap. I'm a
what's
DJ.
that? What's the
That's cap.
That song.
Take you down.
What's the
I heard it, but
I could play I Wanna Rock with everybody in the building.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the
That's
building
true.
singing.
But
That's a
he
fact.
just
I
said.
play Chris Brown classic songs a lot, and people do this.
Oh wow.
Some know, some have no idea. But Michael, come on.
he's transcended.
What are we
through
talking
so
about? It's
many
not
different
insane,
yo,
bro.
yo,
eras.
listen.
I challenge any DJ. We can
What
do Michael
you're
Jackson
doing-
versus Chris Brown
How
song.
old will Michael
Party.
Jackson be right now?
Give me Michael.
70?
I promise you won't
Just
win.
about. He'll
Okay,
be
Mike will
like
be
68,
70. Mike started
69.
making music with his brothers
That
in
nigga did too.
the 50s. That nigga was in the 50s. Nigga,
And that's
I-
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay,
And
listen.
that's why Ali BLack be out
Put your
rapping
hand down.
cats. You know why? Because
your
of what
hand
you
down.
just said.
Put your hand
So I
down.
don't care. I'm not
Put
putting
your
my
hand
hand
over on
down.
me, man.
I'm not putting my hand down. My hand stand right there. Because that's what you just
Nah,
said. Why I'm
son.
saying what I'm saying.
Because the arguments is crazy.
How?
Because Chris Brown only been doing music for about 20 years.
Can we
Right.
do?
Mike,
Can we do
Mike
a Vision
started
podcast
making music
party?
at 2.
Listen.
He was
listen.
cool.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can we do a Vision podcast party? Chris Brown
We can.
versus Michael Jackson. I'll take Michael Jackson. I can get any DJ I want.
'Cause hold on.
I promise you won't
Okay,
win.
I'm here
listen,
for
I'm
it.
gonna tell you, and listen, y'all talk all this, and now I'm about to be real, and I'm about to piss some people off, and I don't
Probably.
care.
You already did that.
I don't care.
did that a long time
I'ma
ago.
tell you
He
why.
never cared.
Listen, let's break down Michael Jackson albums, okay?
Okay.
All right. So everybody be like, yo, Thriller. Thriller was a great album, right?
the Wall was crazy.
That's what I'm about to go to.
Yeah, no, I'm about-
Off the
come on.
Wall was better than Thriller.
Right.
Okay? When you really
Sonically,
break,
yes.
sonically it was.
Yeah, it was.
Songwriting, everything, production, everything was better. It's a better album. Okay. Let's talk about Michael Jackson's albums, okay?
Okay.
I'm bad.
Your butt is mine. It's over. I stopped rocking with Mike. Once Mike had the 19th nose.
I'm still Michael Jackson. I'm sorry.
Once
I'm a
Mike
Mike fan.
turned into
I'm
a
still
white
a Mike
woman.
fan.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
God.
Listen, no.
Don't do
I'm
that
not-
to
I
him.
take-
I'm
No,
still a
listen,
Mike
let's go
fan,
back
yeah.
to
Rest
my
in peace,
listen.
That ain't got nothing to do with
Jackson.
music.
Fat and
That ain't got nothing to do with music. You said that R. Kelly was the best. R. Kelly pissed on women. You didn't care. I don't want to hear
I rock
that.
with that, Mike. Okay, listen.
Okay. And you
Before-
got R. Kelly,
listen.
right?
Can I, why are we talking about?
Nah.
We'll go there.
Because you bring up
Hold
nothing that got to do with
on.
music,
'Cause you
Mike.
pissing me off
you
right
thought
now.
His butt is mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause. That's crazy.
Wow.
He started the line off. Your butt is mine. Whose butt, Mike? Who are you talking
I'm
about?
not, he's not here to defend this.
And he was in a room full of men. Am I lying? When he said your butt is mine, he did this. It was a room full of niggas.
Did you not sing it?
Huh? No.
Lies.
No.
I do lying. You sang that
I
joint.
never said that.
You did.
I
You
never
never
said
said that
that.
twice. You even did it. You did it right here.
I'm just telling you what
You
he
the only
said.
one that sung that part.
Hold on. And then the nigga was grabbing his nuts.
Oh God.
I'm just telling you. After his butt is...
Todd,
Leave his
please.
nuts alone because nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing when Elvis made everybody love
now
him
everybody-
for moving
now
his
we wanna have a
pelvis all in
Dr.
front of the
Umar
screen.
moment.
Nobody
here.
did.
Between you and this
That is
nigga...
true.
Elvis
BBD
is
said
crazy.
backstage underage.
What we not gonna do is
Nobody
that.
said nothing.
No, we are not talking
I
about
don't care. I don't care.
BBD.
We stay on
They showed
subject.
us.
I hate when these niggas do this.
They
Can we
showed
not
us.
stay on
They
subject?
said backstage
No,
underage. Did they
They
not
said
say
it.
that?
They
Maddie,
did.
Okay, they said that.
how do you feel about that line? Your butt is mine.
Your butt is mine.
Do you think that's a great
But-
all-time
but-
lyric?
Crazy.
Well, I'll say I was born in 99. I have not heard that song.
See?
All right.
You actually, come on, you can't act.
Wild.
It's wild. It's a wild kid. She heard it now. It's a wild line.
But back then,
So that one
but back
part be-
then,
okay.
But back then,
I
your
mean,
butt
that
is
be
mine
everything.
wasn't a pause moment because it's like your ass is mine.
Okay.
That's what
in a room full of other dudes?
Yeah, but
no
you
women in the
but
room?
I
know
don't-
that.
I don't-
think
that
he
would have
meant
meant
it that
that
way.
would have meant less
He meant
fight.
it like he trying to fight.
You made it.
No,
Nobody in the history of the world ever made it.
When I catch you, your ass is mine.
Right.
It's crazy, but you gotta give it a pass because that shit came out
It
when
wasn't
pause
back
and wasn't
then.
even
But
out.
today, yes, it
Prince
sounds
had his whole
crazy.
butt out. Nobody paused.
With high heels.
Prince.
Right.
With high
And a
heels.
ruffle shirt.
Yeah, and a ruffle shirt and
Purple.
makeup. He was
Then
beat
he
better
came on
than
the track and
me.
said, nobody paused that. Nobody can do that. No, we be like, bruh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody questioned
All
it
right,
back then.
let's no, for
Beating
real.
niggas
Let's
in
get back into the
basketball and
conversation.
offering pancakes afterwards.
No,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
But listen, it's just like this.
Wow.
So who's your basketball goat? Mike or LeBron?
I gotta go with Mike.
Okay, you go. Okay,
I'm only going with Mike
See me?
because I stopped watching
So I mean,
basketball.
you already know
LeBron.
LeBron. I go Bron, and it's the same.
Can't go
It's the
Mike.
same reason why I go when I'm saying about Chris Brown. You had Mike. It was eras. Mike was the only one like Michael Jordan was the only one like that in the league at that time. So his athleticism, the way he was, the mind, he was the only one like that. He was playing against people that couldn't jump over a quarter. Larry
I was
Bird,
about
Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah.
These dudes ain't have no athleticism. And
Did he
nothing like
win
that.
one without
Mike
Scotty?
flying from one side of the rim to the other.
One
These
without
other cats wasn't doing that.
Scotty.
You had a couple cats that had some athleticism. Dominique Wilkins had a little bit of athleticism.
Right.
Okay, but now you fast forward to the league LeBron is in. Everybody
Did
can
he
do
win
what
one
Mike
without
was doing.
Scotty, though?
Everybody. That's what I'm saying. Listen, it's eras. I want
It's
people, and then I hate this. Then they try to do this. Well, who got more rings? I could have swore that's a team sport.
That's a
Mike
fact.
didn't win the rings by
By
himself.
himself.
We did.
Like, what are we talking about? We're just talking
He
about
dominated
accolades.
at times,
We're just
but-
talking about basketball player for basketball player. Like, we're talking
I'm gonna
about
pick LeBron.
musician for musician. Chris
Just
Brown,
musician, I'm going to pick Michael
all
every
around.
time. I'm going to pick Michael. Even everything you're saying, if we had 10,000 people here and we did Chris Brown, I'm talking about all age.
still
Ladies, who
picking
y'all
Mike.
going with? Mike or Chris?
Mike or Chris?
See, I
Michael
grew
Jackson
up-
or Chris Brown? As far as the
It's
more
hard.
talented.
Go ahead, Tim.
You already know.
I grew up with both. I like
who
them
you
both for
picking?
different reasons.
Right.
Okay. But if you
I'm
had to
cool with
pick
that.
one, who would you pick?
Who's the more
If they were doing
talented?
the verses.
Who is the more
If I had
talented
to
If you
pick
artist?
had a concert, who concert you gonna spend a band on?
CB, for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to Michael.
I'm going to see-
I'm going to go see Mike.
I'm
man.
going to go see Mike.
You just saying off of nostalgic feelings.
How?
That's all you
Let me tell you about the Chris Brown experience today in this age. Right?
I went to it. I'm a DJ. I went to two
Have you
Chris Brown.
have you been 2024, 2025 Chris
Yes.
Brown
And
concert?
and me
When the last
personally,
concert
he
you
was
been to a
amazing
Chris
in
Brown?
Virginia. I
When?
went down there because I was invited to go.
When?
I DJ'd the after party last year. I seen Chris and he was everything I remember him being. He was still flipping on stage. He was still like, even I remember when Chris got out of jail, he was out of shape. He still killed the BET. You know what he said? Yeah, I was out of shape. I wasn't working out. And the man still was great.
He
Like,
was.
I'm not saying
He
Chris ain't
was.
great, but you're comparing him to greatness. It's a little different, bro.
Michael Jackson do his 1 2 1 2 1 2 right, his steps.
Mike had a
Mike done-
Mike had a
Chris,
moonwalk
that's
and a
the
spin.
Yeah, but
And they would go crazy.
Chris Brown.
I've seen Chris
And he
do
dressed
mad
like
dances
Captain
and kill
Crunch.
it.
And he,
And he still was
that
fire.
nigga dressed
Brown-
like Captain
And he
Crunch.
still was fire.
Chris Brown pop songs, his
And he looked like
Afrobeat
Meryl
songs,
Streep.
R&B
But still
songs,
kill it.
R&B
Yo,
songs.
Mike
he
looked
got-
like
inspirational.
Like,
What I'm
he can
trying to
sing
figure out.
anything.
What I'm trying to figure out.
Chris
He
can sing
look like
anything.
Murphy.
But
MJ
what I'm
can
trying
sing
to
everything.
what I'm trying to figure out is if Chris is so great, and I'm not taking anything from Chris,
Go ahead.
why is he still emulating Mike?
It was his
He's not
inspiration.
emulating
One
Mike.
of all this land.
You can Google him doing Michael Jackson's
you said
moves.
he not?
I mean, no, Chris said that Michael
said
was
that
his
shit,
inspiration.
right?
Vocally, he approached the record sound like Michael.
He
So
said
do
that.
I. Mike wasn't. No one sits down
definitely
acting
an
like somebody
influencer.
saying Mike wasn't great. He was great.
Mike was amazing.
He was
For his
amazing.
time.
He said Chris
he was
was
great
better.
for his time.
You said Chris was better.
He is a better
You're
artist.
delusional.
He's a better artist. Yes, he is.
I agree.
He's a
I
better
agree.
artist.
I think
That's
if
what,
Mike- I
y'all
think
not-
if
y'all
Mike
not listening to
had-
what I'm saying. He's a better artist. He is.
And I
still
think
don't
if
think so.
Mike had the same resources
Mike
as
didn't
we
write
have
his-
now,
No, Mike
I
did
think
write
Mike
some
would have been a
records.
whole
Mike
nother
wrote
ball
some
game if
records.
he had all
Let's
of
talk
his
about off the wall. Let's talk about off the wall. Because you brought
Go
off the
ahead.
wall. Off the
Especially
wall,
coming up
he
at two.
mechanically by his mouth.
Correct.
He couldn't remember.
Since
Mike didn't learn how to play keyboard and stuff to years down the line, but he could tell them what they wanted. He created all them sounds with their mouth, and they followed him.
Listen.
That's
Yeah.
back
Listen,
then. That's
he did.
phenomenal.
I've heard stories.
He did all that, and they
Listen.
followed him. He gave them the
Yeah,
melodies
okay.
and all
He
that.
I've
did
also
that.
heard stories.
That's not genius.
Hold on, listen. I've heard stories of even Tank said it himself. He said, You go to Chris Brown spot, you gotta make sure you got hours dedicated because the nigga's gonna play you
1,000 songs.
1,000 songs.
This nigga he record like 16 songs a day.
Yeah.
Dude, he's on another
different.
level,
How
bro.
many
He different. He different.
Again, he has more resources
Michael
than Mike
Jackson
had
was like
back
that.
then.
Was he not like that?
He still ain't had
Let's
the
talk- Mike
resources.
didn't
And let me get back to my point. Let's talk about albums. How many classic albums do Mike got? How many great albums do Mike got, man? And be honest about it.
Probably like 3 or 4.
3? What?
Where?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I would say Off the Wall. I would say Thriller. I would say Dangerous.
Dangerous?
A classic?
Yo, it was
Dangerous
classic.
was fire.
It wasn't a classic.
I
Yeah.
could.
It had some
I
good
give
songs.
it three
See, stop it.
three songs on
Y'all pissing
Dangerous.
me off.
Dangerous was fire, and it was classics on Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Give me-
I say
give me-
3 songs.
Yeah, I
Give me-
can't
y'all
even
gonna give me
remember
the
that
song.
album.
Name
Give
by
me the
name.
song.
I'm
Give me
not
the song.
gonna-
Y'all give me the single.
I don't remember name. I will have to
But
look
you
it
said
up.
it's a classic album.
Take away the
I bet
single.
you say I bet you can name every song on Illmatic. I bet you can give me every song on
I
Illmatic.
bet I
'cause it's
can't.
a classic.
I'm not a Nas fan. Like
Reasonable
Nah,
doubt.
nah,
Reasonable doubt.
I'm a Jay-Z
You
fan.
looked
Okay.
better going like Thug Life or something. like
Okay,
that.
well,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
about to
just
say
saying.
Tupac fan. Come on.
Tupac, yeah.
But Illmatic ain't one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time.
It is
Okay.
from a
I know
New
the
York
songs when I hear
standpoint.
them. I can't name them though.
Listen, Off the Wall and Thriller. After that,
Off
it
the
gets
Wall and
real
Thriller.
sketchy.
It gets singly.
It gets very
What was
single.
his first album?
Fine, it can get singly.
What was Michael's first album?
Off the Wall.
That was his first
Yeah,
album?
that's
Oh,
first
okay.
album, solo album, yeah.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, the Off the Wall Thriller. That's it. And yes, Thriller is the greatest selling album of all time. I give him that. I give him that. But listen, now let's get into this debate just about artists, period, man. Because y'all pissing me off.
You pissed us
So
off a
let's
long
go
time
ahead.
ago.
I
We
think
did.
he was pissed off when he got here.
I was.
Nigga
'Cause
used the bathroom.
Don't
That's
be
why.
pissed off.
All right, listen. So, Usher
Usher.
or CB?
CB.
Yeah. I gotta go with CB.
CB.
That's a hard one.
It is hard.
That's hard.
That ain't hard for me.
CB.
definitely got
I'm sorry.
I went to both of their concerts last year, and
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I left Usher's early.
Yeah.
Did you know?
No.
Oh,
When
no.
She not
You
lying.
went to
Usher
Toronto?
No,
lied
I
to
went
piss
in
you off.
Vegas.
Oh yeah.
not like that.
that was
So
an
you
experience.
went
But
to
he
the
got classic
residency.
records.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I went to the concert.
Okay.
And it wasn't the
Yes,
residency.
it wasn't.
And he tried to emulate the residency for the concert, and it didn't hit the same.
Okay, in the
You
verse,
pissed me off when
in
he
the
said you don't
verses,
have to call. I
okay,
said,
in the verses,
Usher,
who win?
Come on, bro.
In the
In the
verses,
verses,
who win? Who win in the
CB
verses?
or Usher? Now that's tough.
Usher.
Hey,
That's
listen.
tough.
Hey,
Usher wins.
Let's do that 2 nights
Are
in a
you
row. I said,
going?
let's
Are
make
you
it a
going
debate.
for
Winning it.
vocals or hits?
I think it's a tie.
I'm going hits, and I'm going. Usher's a better singer. I'm just keeping it.
Okay, let me
He's
ask you
a
a
better
question.
singer for sure.
If I'm a DJ and I play Nice and Slow, right? You think that Take Me Down by Chris Brown
Oh,
and Nice
yes.
and Slow, Take Me Down gonna be nice and slow?
No.
Crazy as
You out your
ain't
mind,
no
son.
way in
You
hell.
just-
Take
you
me down. Take
yeah,
me
yeah,
down.
you-
Hit different than nice and slow.
It
I'm
don't.
sorry.
Nice and slow is
Nice and slow is
Yeah,
different.
no.
I think it's just both.
And then I can see the visuals from the performance on
Cause
Nice
you
and
old
Slow.
and nasty. You thinking about Chris Brown a whole nasty
Yeah.
way.
You can't
You
even judge
old
on
and
it.
nasty.
I think both songs are saying the same thing,
Yeah.
but they're both saying it in different ways.
It's just class.
Who won in the
I
verses?
just
Black?
think
Usher is
Between
definitely
CB
a
and
classic.
Usher.
Nice
Yeah,
and
that's
slow.
tough, ain't
It's
it?
great.
It's tough. That's
but-
real tough.
It's Usher.
I
It
really,
depends on
really
you. I
feel
guess
like
it depends on
Usher
your
I
mood.
gotta go Usher.
It's gonna get him.
And I'm talking about by this much though.
I think
Right,
Usher gonna
right.
get him.
I think
Usher,
Usher gonna get him.
Usher not gonna clear him though. He's not gonna clear Usher.
No.
he's not gonna clear Chris Brown.
It's gonna
Yo,
be
you
a
just
fight
grazed
to
my
the
leg.
teeth. It's gonna be a
You
fight.
just grazed my
Stop
leg.
wearing shorts,
You put your arm around me. You just glazed my leg soft.
Glazed.
I don't like the way that felt.
Glazed it?
Pause on the
I don't like the way
glazing.
that felt.
Hey,
Pause on the
pause,
glazing.
put pause over his mouth. He's
You want to
crazy.
switch seats? You want to switch seats?
You know I do.
Oh, that's nasty. Pause.
Super Paul.
Anywho, me personally, I'm going Usher.
You going,
I'm
yeah,
going
I am too. I'm going Usher the verses.
I'm going Chris Brown.
All right, listen. Me and this nigga was
Until
Please ask them.
Let it
Yeah,
burn
yeah, yeah.
start playing,
No, go
then
ask
it's
their
over.
opinion.
okay. What? Because we was going at the radio station. We was you know what I'm saying, arguing, not going at it. We was arguing. Pause. That was crazy.
Jesus.
All right.
We just turned this into the pause show.
I mean,
No, he's the boss.
Listen, this is the,
Oh, I know.
this,
That's
this
Paul
is the
King right
battle.
there. Yeah.
This is the battle of the B-listers here.
Pause.
Yeah, listen.
B-listers?
Yeah, Bobby Valentino or Pleasure P.
Bobby
Neither one of 'em.
Valentino.
Hey, Valentino.
Bobby Valentino.
I would say Bobby V. I
I've
would say
seen
that.
him.
for what?
I
Just
seen his,
song.
He was
Song, but
Mr.
song, like,
You
who
remember
better?
Mr.?
Performances.
Who better?
Because we going to performance, I'm going Bobby
Yes.
V.
Yeah.
I've DJ from both, and Bobby V literally captivates the crowd.
Yeah,
Especially
but-
people
Yeah,
so
he
happy to
gonna kill
sing. He don't care
He don't
nothing
be on
about
key
people.
at all.
He just gonna sing.
Yeah.
I think Pleasure P is a better vocalist
Not live.
than Bobby
I don't
V.
think so.
Telling you, I didn't hear. I just did Bobby in the lab.
Bobby just sounds so
Yeah.
whiny to
And
me.
nasally, right?
He always just saying,
Officer.
they love it, bro. He hold that note. They
He
love
did
it.
great live when I seen him the couple
Yeah.
times.
Are
I've
the
seen
people
him.
drunk when they watch him?
No, I wasn't.
I
Yeah.
did do him at the City Pause. I did DJ from at the City Winery with like
Winery?
Dennis and them. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a little jump, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
When he came to Buffalo here,
I don't even know why that was a question.
Be quiet. And,
You said where? Say it one more time.
New Golden Nugget.
New Golden Nugget.
He was back there.
Was
did
he
his
was he
thing.
in the dressing room?
Nah, he was not.
Did he go to the dressing
Nah,
room?
he came back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
New Golden. What's the new? Can somebody just?
No, we not gonna do
We're
that.
not doing that.
doing
We
that
staying on
today.
topic, man. You
No,
ready to-
We ain't
no,
gonna do it.
no. Move on.
Okay. All right. All right.
Ah,
All right. Okay. So me and him was arguing this point too. So if Usher
Usher.
sung "One Wish," would it have been better and did better than when Ray J sang?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I said absolutely not.
I don't
He
think
said
so.
absolutely not.
Thank you.
I don't
Listen
think-
to what
let-
this
let
nigga
me
had
see-
to
let me
gall.
see you
The
why I
admitted-
don't
I gotta
think
go
so.
Stephen A. Smith. The mitigated gall to say.
Yes, I did.
That's what this nigga had the nerve to say.
I did.
He said.
It wouldn't have hit the same.
He said Usher didn't have the vocal range
At the time.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
Can
Can you help me?
you help me? What's good? It was a Confessions. Confessions sold 21 million. You know why?
No, it wasn't
Guess what?
Confessions, but he
8701.
got the range.
8701 sold 8 million.
Yeah, it
I didn't
did.
say it was trash.
You can't. It sold
I
8
just,
million.
yeah, but I just said
How many
vocally.
hours?
it wasn't-
Definitely got
it
the
wasn't
range.
Confessions.
JD. That was
Who
JD
would've sung
Usher
One Wish better?
collab.
Ray
That
J.
was
said
that's-
this.
You,
He
hold
didn't
on,
like-
you was
there.
You was a part of the
I was
foolishness.
there. Hey.
You was a part of the foolishness.
The foolishness?
Yeah, you said Ray J, didn't you?
Ray J.
Absolutely.
Ray
Yeah.
J can't
That was
sing.
the one-
Why
but
is that
that was-
even a
He can't-
question?
he can't
That
sing.
was the one
But
song.
that
moment,
song-
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That moment.
Nobody
perfect
else
for
could
him.
have sung that
Could
song like
nobody
him.
else.
I beg to differ. I think Usher could have killed it.
Usher would have killed it.
I want Usher to get on YouTube or Instagram Live
The
and sing.
singers
would've
that
let
can
it burn,
really
Yes,
man.
now
sing-
he probably could.
No, but the singers
Ray
that
J
can really sing wouldn't have gave that same effect that Ray J gave on that one song.
I said and that's what we're talking about. That one song.
That one
No.
song, nobody
And
else
I ain't
could have
talking
sung
about
that.
now. I'm talking about when he sung
When
it.
he sung
when
it
it first
then.
came out. There, that's what I'm saying. Usher didn't have that type of range. Then I'm sorry, he didn't.
How would have Chris Maurice Brown sung it?
It wouldn't have sounded the same.
It wouldn't
What
sound the
the
same.
heck?
Would he killed it?
It wouldn't have been one
It wouldn't have
wish.
been what that. It wouldn't have been that.
It'd have been Shawnee's wish.
Aw.
So she does this in public.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was fake. No, this is really who she is.
Yeah, because
There's
she. Yeah,
no cap.
I had the pleasure of meeting her at the awards show,
Yeah.
and I kind of thought that it was an act.
No,
No,
she
this
actually-
is really what
She
She goes
really
into the
believe
starry
it.
world.
She
I
really
am
believe what
me.
she
The man
said.
says she goes to the story.
Listen, I get it.
You heard what she said?
me.
It's gonna be
I'm sorry to say that.
Shawnee's song.
Trying to come in from the story
I get
world.
it.
I
I
am
have
me.
one too.
You got one. Too?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the ladies who got starry worlds out
You
there.
said what?
man.
Story world.
You got
Starry
who
World.
going where? What? When? How?
Did he?
You know
already,
this
you trying
already.
To get a
What?
you trying to get a
You know who
repause?
I love.
Who you love?
You know who I love.
Who you love?
Timothy, don't fall into the
Nigga.
don't fall into
Yo,
the
who you
time
love?
Please
trap.
don't. Please don't.
Who you love?
There's a few
This
people
is
I
not
love.
the time and Timothy
Hold on.
show.
I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Y'all gonna talk
Because
to
you a
Jamil.
songwriter, you
Y'all
a
gonna talk
songs.
to
Do you
Jamil
think
about the
that you
Todd and
compete
Tiffany
with
show?
Chris Brown? You think if you took your top songs versus Chris' top songs, would you?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I can compete with anybody.
He said he will sing Chris under the table yesterday.
I feel like that vocally, yes.
Pause. Neither
Now,
one of them
hold
should be
on.
under the table.
Hold on now I will say this
my
though.
God.
Now yeah. Listen, but what I said that I said what I say though, I said nah, when it come to flipping it, I like flat footed singing, all that. But when it come to
He can sing-
when it come to
he can
performance
sing down
style, he'll
flat-footed.
murder me.
Yeah.
I just keep it real.
But you said
But
studio, none of that.
studio, go in there and let's make an album. Let's make some
Yeah,
music.
get him out of here. And Chris Brown said to get you out of
Listen,
here. Let's do it.
I didn't say I get him out of there. I said I can compete
Let's
with
set it
the
up right
nigga.
now.
We can
Listen
do it.
podcast. I'll let us.
I'll go in the lab with anybody. I don't fear no one, fam.
He said, you
I
already
done had,
said.
listen, I done wrote for Legends and Legends done told it's on. I got the receipts.
Man, said
Legends done told me I
he
was
Luther
that guy.
Vandross in the shower.
You heard?
Basically, what he telling y'all.
Nah, I'm nice. I'm nice. Shawnee, you know your brother nice. Come on. Tiff, you know I'm nice.
You nice.
I'm
You've
nice,
been very
man.
mean
I'm nice.
since you've been
You're
on this
very
show,
good.
though, sir. You've been very mean.
I haven't been mean.
You
I
nice.
co-sign that.
He has
I
not
showed
been
you
mean.
outside.
Not mean, but sharp.
Y'all not gonna sit here and call
When
my
I
brother
judged
I'm
mean.
gonna call him
Exactly.
mean now. First,
Yo,
I was sitting down.
when I
Mean,
judged him,
mean.
I gave
was
him
not-
all fives, didn't I? I
And
wish it could have been 10.
And
Sharp.
did
My man.
fast, real
Come on,
fast.
now.
man.
Come on.
My man.
Don't do me like that,
But
man.
he not
Still
changing.
doesn't mean
You
that
still-
you're not
you
mean.
see, you're still in
That was
me.
deflection
wasn't
at its
mean.
finest.
I'm sorry.
That was
Sharp.
just his musical ear.
He just told me that
What?
he brought me on the show, and I wasn't even supposed to say that when I first walked in. Like you
Yeah,
got
because
different.
you
You wear
was
different hats.
doing my
brother, I get
job,
it.
though. You just came in. My name's Ali BLack. You can follow me on
Yeah, absolutely.
follow me on
Make sure y'all go subscribe. That's what I'm
right.
talking about. Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
our
What's the other
Nikia
one?
Robinson
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
We had a few,
We
man.
got our own TV network on Roku TV. Our
yeah.
Nikia Robinson TV.
Shout
It's a
out to her,
woman's
yeah.
channel.
Big
You know what I'm
salute,
saying?
Nick.
Shout out
Word.
to sis, man. She just came up here and got
She did.
awarded. She got honored.
did.
Clap that
For
up.
having a women's channel.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? She based out of Texas, but
Yeah.
she's connecting this whole country together for this channel, and it's gonna be dope, man. And if
beautiful.
any artists from the town want to get their music videos played on this channel on Roku TV, hit me up in my inbox, man, because I'm the connection in between Texas and New York right now. So I'm trying to get everybody who need exposure on this TV channel. Man, I'm trying to get y'all out
Your
there,
connection
man.
for what? This ain't drug dealing you doing right
Oh no, it's definitely not drug dealing.
Alright.
You know,
Just gotta make
we got
sure.
receipts
This is
for
a family
everything we
show.
got.
Not
You
the
know,
Vision Podcast drug move.
It's a family
Nothing
show.
to do with this. I'm out.
Nah, I'm just playing.
he was
But,
worried about his
yo,
job at first. So,
Oh, hold on, man. So listen, man, we
Okay, why you do that?
We
So
just talking.
he said KRS-One
Humming.
right now can rap better than J. Cole. That's what he said.
See, I didn't say that. Now you
Whoa,
lying.
That's what you said.
Now you lying.
Whoa.
That's
I
what you said.
I said you said can't nobody go in the booth and compete with the rap. And we was talking about Kendrick Lamar. We was not talking about J. Cole. Don't lie to me.
No. We
You're
migrated
lying.
to J. Cole. We started with Kendrick.
We started with I said.
But
let
you
me tell
said
what I
J.
said.
Cole, and I
no,
said
if
you
you
gonna
gonna
stick on that?
call me correct.
I did. KRS
You
One
didn't.
and J. Cole. Did you not say
I
that?
said Kendrick Lamar music sucked. That's
Okay,
where
you
it
did.
started. I don't
We're not
like his
even
music.
there.
Me either.
I hate his music.
You think Kendrick Lamar music sucked too?
It sucks.
I don't like it.
It
ass.
sucked, man.
All his new,
music
all his
sucked,
new,
bro.
like it.
hold
I
up,
love Kendrick
hold up.
Lamar music.
His
It
newer
sucks.
music,
Sorry.
it's his newer
Suck,
music
I
that
can't
I don't
like
listen
that.
to his stuff
older
to even
music.
I
have
hate
opinion.
Kendrick Lamar
I
music.
just like the They Not
I mean,
Alone
I-
The
stuff.
swimming
I don't
pool
even
full of
like
liquor
that. And I
joint, like that
I
was
do like
fire.
the
You know what I'm
Humble
saying?
song.
He had a couple joints in the beginning, but
I
his
don't
newer
like that.
music,
He
like
humble. I like that.
I'm sorry,
Really?
I'm not a Drake fan, but at the end of the day, They Not Like Us was the worst song I had ever heard. But the fact that he made it so simplistic.
Right.
We didn't have to like that song. Everybody knew the words to it because his
Yeah.
hook was so simplistic.
But listen,
Yeah.
that was his first time even really doing that. He don't even dumb it down like that. But they asked him for Gen X.
That's a fact.
All right, let me ask y'all this, because we ain't talked about
Hold on,
this.
before we said this, Kendrick Lamar, I love Kendrick Lamar.
All right, man. Stop. It's just a lot of ball looking right now. I don't like
I
it.
know you want to talk.
Oh my
When you was
God.
balling Chris
I
Brown,
don't like
I
it.
didn't say nothing.
I don't like it. It's all ball looking right now. I don't like
You
it.
was balling
I don't like that for you.
That's
You my
crazy,
man.
man. That's not gonna wind it back and play it. That's why I'm gonna snip it and cut it and send it to you. Say you was balling.
Nah.
I'll buy one of your albums,
yeah.
T-Rock, before I buy my man Kendrick, yo. And that's on some, and
that's
not
why-
even,
that's
not even because I know you as a real person.
Man,
Like,
and
just
guess what?
your music is better than his music.
Right. Your music is better than his music. You know, I'm coming to see you.
They
in
don't know that
concert.
yet.
Yeah.
though.
That's
They don't
crazy.
know that. And
Hey,
this,
listen.
and this is why you're not on the radio right now,
Yeah.
because you probably would be playing Kendrick Lamar right,
Right.
I
Right
would
now.
be. Yes, I would.
now. Yeah.
All right, listen. We ain't talked about this.
Shout out to Shy Daughter
Is
too.
Diddy getting off?
Oh
Pause.
God.
Pause.
I don't know.
Pause. He said it with so much dignity. It's get it off.
Yeah.
Did it get off what?
You.
Yeah, pause.
You just touched my leg a minute ago. You caressed it.
You was
And
in
then looked in
love
my
with him.
eyes.
You worked with him.
You winked at me
my
too.
God.
Get
You
away from me,
worked with
man.
him, so you was
You
around
rubbed my
him.
leg and winked at me.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Pause, man.
Now,
You're disgusting.
now, my brother T-Rock did say something about he's written for multi-platinum artists, and he.
And did it.
You was in Diddy's.
I
was
was.
in there.
I was there.
No.
I was there. We're not gonna do this though, Black.
He said he was at Daddy
I
house.
already cleared my name.
He told me. He said,
I
I was
cleared
at
my
Daddy
name.
house.
No, I was not at a freak off.
You was at Daddy house.
I did not touch Astro Glide. All right. I didn't pour baby oil.
He ain't
okay?
lube you
I
up.
just was at the studio doing work. That's it.
okay.
Was there any ketamine in the baby
No,
oil?
no.
How do you know?
Because I don't.
Exactly.
name of the studio?
Exactly. How do you know?
What was the name of the studio?
No, you trying to play me.
The
You trying to
correct
play me.
answer
I'm not
was
saying it. I'm
the
not
correct-
saying it.
What was the name of the studio?
The correct answer was there shouldn't have
D-House.
been.
Daddy's house.
T-Rock.
T-House.
The correct answer should have been
T-House. Yeah.
there wasn't any baby oil. You can tell me that there wasn't ketamine in the oil, but there was oil.
You trying to trick me for my own shit?
Right.
You
I
already
thought you
said
was my homie. Did you just dab me up a minute ago
I'm
and tell
always
me?
gonna be your homie, but I gotta make sure
But now
you wasn't
trying
on
to
none of
place
them
me in a
videos.
freak off. This is dangerous business you doing right here.
Thank you for doing that because they try to act like
You shut up.
was
Because
there.
you said you would have survived the freak off without
I said
getting
I would
piped.
have survived.
And I said, you ain't no way in the world
What
you
would
would
you
have
have
done.
You the one
Diddy
who
pipes
know
everything.
You the
Cats,
one who really
grandmothers,
know if it was baby
men,
oil there because you was at Daddy's house.
transsexuals.
Thank
Diddy
you.
pipes
You was at
anything.
Daddy's house, okay?
Diddy will pipe
You were
dishes,
at Daddy's
cups.
house.
If I had one.
Diddy pipes.
You was at Daddy's house.
She said she would have.
You definitely said I would have survived.
Listen, what's my man name on the camera? What's your name?
None of your business.
Listen. This is what she said. Now,
I would've
listen to this
survived.
foolishness.
Yes.
She said she would have went to the freak
And
off.
when I seen some crazy stuff going, I'd have been like, girl, let's go.
First and foremost,
These
not
niggas
the
crazy.
white party, not the party. She said the freak off without getting piped. No one leaves that house on
I wouldn't have made it that
No
far.
one leaves there.
You know, they'd have kicked me out from my mouth, okay?
Nah, they,
Whoa.
They would've-
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Pause.
Balls.
Pause.
Yo.
Pause.
She said she would have got
Super
out.
pause.
Whoa.
Extreme pause.
Why was you at the?
Whoa.
Cut it
Why would
off.
you have been at
I
the freak
wouldn't
off?
have,
You
I
didn't even say
wouldn't
the
have
party.
made
You
it
said
that
the
far.
freak
I
off.
wouldn't have made it that far.
Whoa.
You no, now you.
I wouldn't have
no,
made it that
now
far.
you're running it back. You're down the back,
I'm not,
love.
listen,
Whoa.
y'all don't know me. I wouldn't have made it that far.
With
They'd
you
have
You
killed
said
me.
you would have.
They'd have
And
killed
your
me.
homegirl was right here telling
They
us
would've
something.
killed
Yeah, I would have
me.
brought my own baby oil.
She said her
They
mouth.
would've-
That was crazy to me.
yeah.
They would have killed me.
I
Out of
mean,
mouth, man.
technically you wouldn't have known because with the baby oil and the ketamine
Yeah,
being
you'd have been
together,
out.
you wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't have made it that far.
You would have woke up in Christian room.
I would.
Oh.
You would have woke up butt naked in Christian room. Listen,
I'm sorry.
first of all, the right.
Couldn't find our glasses either.
Tell her how she should have answered that. I would have never even went to the freak off, right? Because
I would've went-
this what
I
Diddy
probably
does.
would've been at a party,
now listen.
but the freak off
Diddy,
part, I wouldn't
do
have made it
respect
that
this about
far.
you. He tells everybody. Once the clock hits around 12, he said, "Listen,
You know?
this is about to be a different party, everybody."
Yeah, but you probably don't expect
if you
that.
don't want,
You know?
if you don't want glide oil,
But who expects that?
anal penetration, you need to leave now.
Wouldn't be trying
You said after
Who-
that,
but-
after
because
that
who
speech, you
expects
said
that,
this.
honestly?
You said you would have said, I'm staying. Your
Who-
girl was like, I
who-
brought my own baby oil. Y'all was talking real
that's
crazy.
her business.
She
But
would've brought her own baby.
She should have brought her own baby oil.
that's
bro.
her business.
Yes.
But what I'm
They
saying
ain't
is
bringing
that
drinks no
who,
more.
ex-
They-
who
this is
expects to
different.
get?
What?
Who expects to die at a party? Like,
At a Diddy party?
right?
Yes.
Who, but who expects that?
OIL.
baby oil.
Have you? And this is what I don't like about you.
Who
You my
expects
sister.
that?
I got mad love for you, but this is where you piss me off.
Who expects that?
This is where you get on my nerves because you've read the facts. You
No, I know. I'm talking about before all that.
Before
Before all
what?
of this start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What normal person, if they would have got invited to a white party, wouldn't have gone? And who would expect?
You can go to the white
who
party,
would
but it's a
ex-
party.
but who
It's
would
always been
expect
said
at
it's a
12
party
o'clock?
after the white party,
Right,
Shawnee.
but who would expect that an after party would be all of that? A normal person.
Diddy? I don't know, Shawnee. It's
A
been
normal person
It's a
wouldn't
white
have thought
party.
that.
So you would have stayed. Is what you're saying?
A
Saying
normal
some whiteness
person
coming,
wouldn't
some
have. That's why I
green,
said I would
something's
survive.
coming.
Because a
Oh.
normal person wouldn't have expected that. If
Okay.
you'd have seen some crazy stuff popping up, oh, get your girls and gone.
You dipping? You think it's that easy?
I would have laughed.
Once you stay for the freak off and you're a woman,
Because
you're not
who-
leaving.
who
Doors
would
are
expect
locked.
That? Yeah, okay.
You're
locked.
not. You just heard what the dude from- listen.
Did they phones get locked in them little Kevin Hart pouches?
Hey,
no.
I don't. I
So you
think.
saying they could have left?
Listen. Don't. When,
No,
the,
I'm
when, the,
asking.
when the freak off happens, don't you? I think you got to turn your phones in once the freak off happens,
Yeah,
right?
do.
You got to turn your
He was
phones
saying
in
that.
there.
He was saying
Once
that.
somebody takes me away from my phone, that means Shawnee does not belong
And
in
you
this
think you just
space.
gonna get away?
She still got an eye watch, so you know what I'm saying? She still would have been in there like, hey, come get me. These
Listen.
niggas
I would have got
Deliver
gone.
oh, she should have
They
DoorDash
got
some baby oil.
They got
How you
baby
DoorDash
oil.
some baby oil?
You think
Over
Diddy
here.
gonna get off? Think he gonna walk?
What is he on trial for?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it closely.
Okay.
I'm kind of over it.
He's on trial for sex trafficking. But
I-
all of
I'm
the
about to
evidence
say,
that's been coming out
man,
has
they
nothing to
dropped
do
a lot
with
of
him
He
sex
on
trafficking.
trial for sex trafficking?
Yeah.
That's what he's supposed to be on there for, but everybody's testimony is like, he used baby oil.
Yeah.
And that's why they started dropping
anything.
stuff. They like,
Right.
well, y'all ain't even talk about that, so that's why they
Right.
focus on the.
What you think, Shy? You gonna get off?
I don't.
I think he gonna walk. I think he gonna
didn't
walk.
think so many of them was gonna drop so many of them charges. When
Yeah.
they dropped
Right.
like 6 charges, I was like, that's what made
You know
me
what
go,
that
oh,
tells
might-
me? He got some powerful people on them tapes, man.
But even if
we
he
knew
get
that.
off like right now, like court of public opinion,
He's finished to be.
He's
They gonna put him on probation for 30 years. He ain't gonna make
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
that
saying.
nigga.
So
Yeah.
because all of that stuff is out in the open now,
Right, right.
public
Can't
information.
go nowhere. He might as well buy
Testify
an
to-
Listen,
island.
once I
Yeah.
heard he want other people, he
He
want
might-
other men's
exactly.
swimmy juice on his nipples and just his
Come
nipples
on, what we
alone.
got?
No, I'm just saying. Once I heard the
I ain't wanna
swimmy
bring
cream
that
on the
up.
nipples,
so gross.
no,
I
I'm
don't
just
want to use no
saying.
more cream words.
Yo, could you listen to another Diddy album after knowing that he get it on his nipples? The swimmy.
I still pay.
It's a little hard to listen to his stuff.
See, I put
Yeah.
Diddy
It
songs.
is.
He be like,
I
see,
didn't
man,
really
Diddy.
like.
You was playing Diddy verses the other day. You was laughing and smiling.
Man.
I
I
for
liked
one,
his artists more than I listened to him.
I-
I didn't
I
like
for
his
one-
last
His album
album
was dope.
It was.
His
It
love
really
album.
was.
It was
I
good.
only like 2 songs
I
on
didn't
the Love
expect it to be
album.
No.
dope like that. I was
No.
like,
Right.
But now you know what he was
No.
rapping
I
and
only
singing
like the
about. How
Mary
you
song
feel
on
about
the
it.
Love album.
Yeah.
And the
I
one with
still
Jasmine
play.
Sullivan. I like
And
that.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I still play
Yeah.
R. Kelly and got booed.
No.
Oh no,
Man,
no,
listen,
I like her.
man, they used to
No.
call me and you're like, you.
Okay,
No.
how about
You
this?
this
If
and
Diddy
that.
do get out, do you think they should retry and let Kells out too?
That's
I said
Wait
let
a
Kells
minute,
out
man.
before Diddy.
Oh yeah, thank you. All he did
And
was
why
beat
is
on some
that?
folks.
Yeah.
he.
Y'all
No.
don't think
Yeah,
the
no.
underage
No,
thing
the
was
thing
a
about
thing?
it with
I
R.
think he
Kelly.
did enough
Because
time
so
for
many
that
of them
though.
came
The
out and
thing
said they
about
was
it-
coerced
He
by
been there for
parents
6
and
years
stuff.
I was
already.
about
I
to
think
say
he
the
did
thing
enough
about R.
time.
Kelly. I honestly
A
feel
lot of stuff
like
have changed.
he should have only done half of that time. The other half should have been given to them parents.
Yeah.
I
That's
do
how
agree
I
the,
feel.
the
And the
parents should have been
workers, 'cause
held
they knew too.
accountable.
The workers
too.
I
If you walk
definitely
into a
agree
student,
with
it's a
that.
bed in
Yeah,
there.
I
Come
agree.
on, bro. Like, ain't
But
nobody.
like you
Right.
knowingly messing with a girl underage, come on now.
Fry that dude.
But
Like,
remember,
fry
he
him.
didn't. But, okay,
There's too much of that
we gotta
going on now
understand
anyway.
His consciousness. This dude was really stuck in a certain area. Like he couldn't read or write too, and they took advantage of that. So he got money. I'm not making no excuse for him. So let me say
I was
that
about
too.
to say,
So
What?
how
But
so
I'm
how old
keeping
was
it
the
100.
girls? Was they 16?
They was young.
Yeah, the one that he peed on looked like she
She
cheerleading
looked
for
like
the
she was
Bucks.
11.
Yeah,
Crazy.
she was cheerleading
I
for the
just-
Buffalo
Bless
Some of
her
them
Bills.
parents
heart.
took them kids there.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
I
right.
wouldn't
You're
take
right.
my
But
daughter
also
there.
that
My
little
daughter
girl-
right there. I'm
that
saying,
little
dog,
girl
she said,
took
you think I'm
that-
taking R. Kelly? It's nothing.
No.
that R.
Don't
Kelly
you do
can
it.
That was
Don't you
So
do
I don't
it.
wanna hear it.
That
You
was-
do.
that
on
was-
this microphone and
that was-
say it.
That hurt my soul.
What's that?
You know,
What I missed?
I ain't
What
taking
the
no
hell do him being able to read and write have to do with his ability to piss on somebody
Yeah.
underage?
Yo, because in a world
You couldn't
where you
read their
are the
ID.
So you
person,
said-
listen, when you
When you
are a
got
person,
dyslexia, you don't know where to pee.
okay, for example, it's just
You know what?
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Break it down.
No,
Repeat it
what
back
I'm
to
saying is
Break it down
it's
to me.
different
I'm
lifestyles
lost.
for different people, and they are closed out to certain things. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm making an excuse for R. Kelly, but what I'm saying is, if
He
I
had
don't read and
kids.
write and everything is given to me, I'm in this box. I can get whatever I want. You give me whatever I want. When I ask, that's gonna breed a monster. Demons are real. They jump inside you and they grow for real. It's not cap.
But
So
he-
if
I
I'm gonna
agree
feed
with
into
that.
something, and this is one thing about us as a people and the people that is not us.
Yeah.
They study us because they can't defeat us because of our talents and gifts. So they study. They control what's around. They knew what R. Kelly was doing, and they knew that he can't read. We're gonna put him in this, give him in. It's all planned.
Yeah, but he touched his kid.
just like Diddy.
Yeah.
You think Diddy
He
just
touched
became
his
like
daughter.
this?
Yo, Diddy got a infatuation with P too. Remember?
They all do.
Yeah, what is that?
Hold on. But even the white ones.
I need somebody to explain this to me out
Well,
there.
people like
I don't
golden
want it.
showers.
I don't want it explained.
What is it though?
There's a
I don't need
helium
it
P, though.
explained.
They sell out some P for makeups and stuff like that for clear skin. Yes, they do, bro.
So you saying this was for health purposes?
I'm not saying
People
that,
like
bro.
golden
Yo,
showers.
you're being funny.
No,
What I'm
actually,
saying is,
you know
I'm
what?
not
You
saying
know how
they
he
do
made it sound like
though.
it's
Young
for-
Miami
it's
said
for
she
beauty
liked golden
tips.
showers.
But then she later came back and retracted that
Okay,
statement.
but they
talking about
said
she
they
was just
and
playing.
they said whatchamacallit was swallowing so much pee at the time she was choking Cassie.
Yeah.
that was in the court statement.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure out what is the
Damn.
infatuation with that.
Damn, Cassie.
Like he said, demons.
Yo,
Yeah.
demons, bro.
Demons aren't
Once you
people
start
that
feeding them
doing
joints, come on, bro.
crazy
Like,
things.
come on, man. And it's different. Like,
And
it's,
they getting away with it.
It's
So it
conversations I have,
grows.
like
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
It's conversations I have with millionaires that I can't relate to because I'm not a millionaire.
Facts.
Right.
It's the same thing. They be in a whole nother like.
All right.
It's still no excuse for a motherfucker actually having the ability. Now, this is my issue with R. Kelly. I don't know about everybody else, but this is my issue with him. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Not only did he know what he was doing, he coined it. The Pied Piper. And everybody knows the story of the Pied Piper. He's singing
And yet still they fed them
playing the
kids.
joints. All the kids are coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For him
But did
to
he go
sing
get
like
kids
that,
or was kids brought to him? They got kids. He piped into the Pied Piper because he could get it.
that's a fact.
And then and at the end of the day, if you know I pee on people, I do all this. Why would you bring your 17-year-old daughter here?
Yeah.
Why
Money.
would you bring your 16-year-old
That's
daughter
why the
here?
parents
Money.
should be
Money.
That's
held
what I'm saying,
accountable
bro.
for
I
that.
No,
agree.
we're not doing
They,
that.
they
No,
should
we're not
definitely
doing
be
that.
held
Yo,
accountable.
did-
Nigga pee on one of my kids.
Yo,
We fighting.
didn't-
I'm shooting you. It's
Right.
all type. It's
Oh,
over.
you're
I'm sorry. I said that on camera. I don't even
Yeah.
care.
You're
But
out of
you pee
there.
on my daughter. It's problems.
It's a problem.
Real
problems.
problems.
It's a murder.
It's forever problems.
You
So
ain't coming to me
Yeah.
talking about some. Oh well, I
You're not doing
I
that.
got this suitcase full of money over here. I'm gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Listen, some parents go there. He go, hey man, he go, man.
He might not make it home with that bag of money, but my daughter is not getting pissed
That's
off.
a fact.
All right, let's transition out of the PP and let's go here.
Yeah, because I'm over that.
We
Out of
got,
the
we
PP.
got, I got. Okay, so at Tops across the street, right?
I don't even want to bring this up, bro.
Well, we got to talk
I'm
about
mad.
it. Why did it take them so long to report that and let that come out? That them.
They
It
put
came
out
out
a
on the
statement.
internet first.
Yes.
Yep.
But it was really out. The statement was put out that they didn't want to interrupt the mayor's race. That's what they information they told
That's
the station.
crazy.
I
Who
thought
gives
that
a
was in
shit
Kane. On
about the
June
mayor's
17th.
race when people walking up to our grocery store with
Man,
pistols?
and they had ghost guns. They had, and somebody brought up, why do they keep attacking Tops? Well, that's because if you are not from here and you are some type of white supremacist,
Yeah, right.
they're going to type in, where are the most black people
Yeah.
at in Buffalo? That's it. It ain't hard.
Right.
And this already got spotlight.
Right.
The security in there ducked out, they said.
It's like targeting
Like, it's-
the block. They
Yeah.
targeted the block.
They knew it.
The corner store. That's the corner store
Thank
for
God
this
the
whole
police stopped them
community.
going in because it was like 50 to 80 people in there. It would have been worse than the first time.
I'm always in there.
I'm never in there.
That's a
I'm
fact.
always
Because
in
of what
there.
just happened, I feel like they're never protected.
Yeah.
I'm always in there.
Wow.
I go there at least once a week.
And it took Bootsy to put it out there. The fact that y'all hit it for those reasons is crazy. It's still wrong, and then still haven't come out and said anything. You letting people just talk and make their own assumptions is wrong, bro. Like that. Like
I
that
thought
could
they
be.
had like extra cameras or something in the parking lot. Now they
do.
and they didn't capture these fools going in.
They did. That's why they did, and they got them like they got more guns and they had so much ammunition that it was crazy. It would put everybody in there.
They said it was like 50 rounds or something like that they found, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 50 rounds. That's crazy.
Nuts.
With the ghost gun, a lot of people don't even know what a ghost gun is. Like that is.
What is a ghost gun?
So it's like, how can I?
A ghost gun is a gun that was created from just using the parts of a gun, the insides of a gun, and then they used the 3D printer to create the body of it. So when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying? Them trying to fire that many rounds, that gun was gonna melt in their hands, and they didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these guns are untraceable, and that's the reason why they become a problem on our streets.
That's why they call it ghost
You know what I'm
guns.
saying? They don't have no
And they
serial
had some
numbers.
in the cars too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They
know
had
what
a
I'm
few.
saying?
Didn't have two. Had a few. So even some cop had said some type of statement of the fact that they're trying to see where they getting these ghost guns, but you didn't relate to the people. 2 days before Juneteenth is crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This just happened. The parade, everything.
Yeah.
And that happened, and I kept that quiet for the wrong reasons. It's like how my mother used to tell me before I find out.
That's a fact.
It's like now we here, so now we like, well, what else has happened?
Right.
What else could happen? That's where we at right now.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. I was dead wrong for doing that, and that
Dead ass
and
wrong.
that's a level. Of
And I just
hysteria
rolled
is
past on
unfair.
the way here, and it's like a cop car across the street.
Right.
And listen, man, shout out to everybody that showed up to the Juneteenth this year here in Buffalo, New York. The Juneteenth was definitely a dope festival. We had a lot of people come up here from out of town. It was very, very multicultural. Like, we seen a lot of different walks of life. But I want to bring to the light that the community needs help basically policing ourselves.
Yeah.
Because our children are out of control.
They are.
I was on stage. I had the pleasure of performing on the edutainment stage of the Juneteenth, and it was a dope experience. I enjoyed it. All the people that were in the crowd, they loved me. But I actually had to stop my performance halfway because there was fights going on behind the
That's
stage.
crazy.
And
It was a lot,
the
bro.
crowd was still like, and I'm like, hold up, DJ, stop the music. I'm like, wait, why is y'all still clapping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to bring it to the people's
Desensitized
attention.
to it. They used to.
Yeah,
And they
but
scared.
I wanted to bring it to the people's attention that when we were younger, it used to take a village to raise a child. Now the village are afraid of the children. So we gotta being more, we need to start being more proactive as parents because a lot of these kids I seen at the Juneteenth, it was like almost 80 degrees at the Juneteenth. And they walking around with wife beaters on, poo shiesty masks.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a wintertime attire type thing. If your child was walking out of the house with a poo shiesty mask on in 80-degree weather and you didn't slap him and take that off your head, shame on you.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like they knew what they was doing when they came to that
If I see a
event.
poo shiesty, if I'm somewhere ordering some food, if I see a poo shiesty, I'm out.
That's a fact. And it's like, but my problem is
I'll be so
everybody
nervous going to the store.
everybody act like they're afraid.
grandmother.
Mel, I'm not
grandmother's is
playing.
lit.
Anywhere, I'm U-turning. If it's 90 degrees and I'm at a corner store,
You got a pool
and
on.
a nigga got a pool shiesty on, you can get whatever you want, fam. I'm out of here. I'm gonna give him what I was about to go check out. You take this. I don't even need. Who needs to eat?
Hey, yo, Black, I was gonna say to
The
yo,
hell with
but back
nourishment.
then, it was
I'm
like,
outta here, man.
But they had Glocks with
Nah,
8 rounds, 6
word.
rounds. These dudes got switches, 50,
That's
100
right.
rounds.
That's
They
what
like,
I'm saying.
Word.
And I'm watching the police run through the whole
At
crowd,
the Juneteenth,
macing all
that's
the
the
kids. and
Juneteenth.
stuff.
been like that. Saturday crazy.
Yo, before we I gotta say this because my man
Oh, yes,
my homie at my dad's church, he works for the Peacemakers, right?
Yeah,
He said he
shout
was-
out to the Peacemakers.
He said he was out there. He said this one dude was in the middle. It's funny, not funny though. So they was beefing, and I guess they was trying to jump this one dude and didn't realize homie was with his family. So when they tried to jump him, they said, "Yo," my man said the uncles, the grandmother took her cane, the auntie. They said they put a beating on these cats that was trying to jump the dude.
Good.
Whole family went in, grandma, uncle, everybody.
I know my
Yeah,
family would.
got busy.
But at the same time, that's the same family that's probably not putting boot to ass on their own
Yeah.
kids. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a fact.
Like whatever they
That's
was trying to
100%
jump
true.
him for, you know what I'm saying? He probably did something. But either way, we got to start finding things for these kids to do in our community
That's a
because
fact.
they are self-destructing.
Yeah, they terrorize
And I'm sorry, man. Like ever since they took away our ability to put boot to ass on our kids, they've been just running rampant. I got kids on top of kids. I will kick a kid's ass. I'm gonna say it on y'all show. I'm gonna kick a kid's ass. I don't care if it's your kid or my kid.
Facts.
But I promise you, if I'm somewhere and my
with you,
mother,
bro.
grandmother, family members is all around and y'all acting like animals, I'm kicking all y'all asses because y'all not about to endanger my family, man. This is about protection, but it's also supposed to be about us being a family. And I feel like a lot of people have forgotten what being a family is like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can sit in this room right here. I just met you. You probably the latest addition to this family. But I've known her for years, him for years, and I consider y'all family. Not only because we grew up in the same city,
Right.
but I know y'all went through a lot of the same things that we do.
Facts.
I mean, that we did, and I know y'all got kids that's growing up in this same environment. So I'm saying it not only to y'all, but to everybody that's watching.
Yeah.
Like, man, we got to start taking responsibility for these kids before somebody
That's a
else
fact.
do, and then we be the next ones at the funeral talking about my baby.
That's a
But
fact.
your
But like
baby
you
was
said,
out
we
here
gotta start in the
terrorizing
crib.
people. Ain't nobody say
But
nothing about that.
It starts within too.
Absolutely.
Listen.
Because if I'm not healed, I
Right.
can't help my kids.
Right.
And my kids are only passed down what I have given to them.
Right.
This is why I try to talk to my daughter about her anger and attitude, because I was the same way at 13. Couldn't tell me nothing either. So, but you know where that comes from? That ain't got nothing to do with her. That comes from me and her mother. Feel what I'm saying?
Fact.
So I think that a lot of people don't want to address things because you got to see yourself. Self-reflection is hard.
Yeah.
Because you see your manifestation and go,
Yeah.
I never took care of that. Now look at it. you know what I'm
Yup,
saying?
yup,
So I
yup.
think that's a lot of it too.
That's a
so I think we just show love, get back to praying, get back to coming
Back
together
to
all
prayer.
year long, bro.
Back to
Not just
prayer.
Juneteenth. I be seeing so many people. I be like, I don't see y'all all year long. I be outside all year long.
Yup.
You live here?
Yup.
I didn't know
That's
that.
That's a fact.
We have too much division and we let people divide and decide. Just like we complain about we complain everything. We complain about the mayor race. Let's talk about that real quick. And how many 29,000 votes came out?
Yeah.
How's that gonna change,
Same.
bro? Like, so don't say nothing. Don't talk about Sean Ryan. Y'all didn't even come out to vote. Like it be the little things that people don't do and be complaining. Like you gotta do something. Let's come together and unite. That's what it's time for, bro.
Yo, shout out to Tiffany Lewis, man. Cheektowaga Town councilwoman,
My
man.
guy says
she out here doing her thing too,
She
man.
running.
I'm very proud of her, man.
She's
for
gonna
real.
win, and she gonna win.
And
Out
she
there,
gonna
Chica.
Very
I believe she gonna win.
I know she gonna win, man.
It's gonna be
She got-
crazy.
She got the
We
hood
need
right
change
now,
out
man.
there, bro.
All right, so let's close this out. So moral of the story: boot the ass. All right,
Pause.
that's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. Boot the ass.
Oh.
When I holler at that part.
Yeah, boot the ass, man. I approve that message, Ali.
That's a fact, man. That's a
ass.
fact, bro.
Put boot the
He
ass.
said, yeah, I want you to don't.
Yo,
stop
listen,
me, baby.
you touched
Don't
my
do that.
leg
It's
4 more
intentional.
times.
You did this though.
Nah,
Let's
I just
end.
because I
We
was
can't
trying to
go
avoid the
over.
mic. You heard?
We can't go
You
over.
keep
Let's
rubbing-
wrap
One more
it
time.
up.
Do it one more time.
Nah.
Look at
Frickin'
you.
Nah,
Frank.
because you keep trying to touch on
Frickin'
my leg,
Frank,
fam.
Dumb and Dumber.
I know I got nice legs. Stop touching on
Oh,
me.
my
It's
God.
baby oil on his knees.
Yes, baby.
He got baby oil on his knees, y'all.
Close it out, bro.
TylerMar.com. That's where you can
nasty
find the
word.
music and everything like that. You know, go to TylerMar.com.
I'm DJ King Shaw, man. Pause everything. They nasty on this show. Filthy.
Your boy Ali BLack, man. 716 legend, man. AliBlackMusic.com.
Shiny 2 Ice 10 on IG.
Come on.
I hate your smile.
Come on.
I hate it. We got to.
VSG Girl 40 on Instagram.
Period.
All right, you already know. I'm glad he's not here because it would have been a
Say it.
5-minute
Just
closeout.
say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Listen, out there in the world, if you're trying to be something and you're trying to achieve it, be the change you want to see. Because listen, Martin Luther King, he
Had
died
a
for
dream.
us.
You had a dream.
Malcolm X died for us. Listen,
Garvey.
I want everybody to stand up. Put your fist like this. All right. This is coming from. I'm doing my best Mac impression.
Yo, chill.
Now we
bro.
out. We out.
We out, y'all. Vision Podcast.
Bye.